with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville, San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs went down in flames and a bunch of people saw it. It was the most watched NBA final since 1998 when the Bulls and Jazz tangled. Jordan finished up his final title in Chicago. The Spurs-Knicks averaged 26 million viewers and peaked at 33 million in the finals. In the NFL, the Cowboys filled their final available roster spots, signing UFL veteran offensive lineman Chris Glazer. He played 8 games last year for the Columbus Aviators. Speaking of the Cowboys, mandatory minicamps run through Thursday, and franchise-tagged wide receiver George Pickens was in attendance, saying, "What's important to me is winning." I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hump day! Hump day!
Good morning, everybody! Happy Hump Day! It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal AJ. Here to my left, looking dapper. Looking dapper. That's it's peach. What do we call it?
Maybe. Pink?
It's
Peachish?
peach.
It's
Peachish.
Crown Royal Peach.
All right.
It's peach.
Ain't that a peach?
That's right. What a peach he is. That's
Yeah.
Mr. Rob
You're
Thompson.
peachy. You're
Good morning,
peachy.
Robert. Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning.
I'm here.
And there on the other side, opposite of the peach, it's the brown.
It's
Good
the
morning,
brown.
Victor Brown.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
All right. No big problems in there today?
Oh no, something. It's been running pretty smooth.
Look at that. Look at that.
Well,
Yeah.
The AC is working in here. Not the real AC, but the portable AC is kicking.
Yeah.
My work computer still doesn't have Wi-Fi.
You know,
But hey, that's not really important about
I think
computers.
you're breaking your rake on purpose. I think you're just like, it's not working.
Yeah, I
I don't know. When you turn on the Mac, it works.
Mine works.
funny how that works out. Isn't it?
I don't know.
Uh,
I love Mac.
Mine's older than yours.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's been sabotaged.
Well, I think you inflicted Apple ways on the DOS system and it broke. You
No.
inflicted
Yeah.
Apple commands that it doesn't understand.
I
or
literally only use it for 2 things. I run the YouTube on it, and I make our prep sheet on it. And right now, it's good for neither of those things. So it's just sitting here, pretending like it wants to load, but it's not. So we need. They said they're going to fix it. I was told there's a fix coming.
Who's they? The suits?
Someone on an email thread. Vic and I were on. Vic put me on an
Oh,
email
yeah.
thread, and it
Is
was
this
like,
out of Portland or out of where is our help desk now? Is it in New York?
Who's gonna fix this, Vic?
Australia. I
Is it?
think?
Yeah, is our help desk actually
No.
manned by an Indian crew
No, it is India. as a
somewhere in
matter of fact,
Mumbai?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna rush right over here and help
You're
me
gonna
out.
have to have your credit card ready when they call.
Can't wait.
I'm gonna need your routing number.
Yeah.
Got to deal with it.
But you know what? If he calls, hey, at least it's a start. It's more than I've gotten so far. More than I've received so far. What a day. What a day to be alive. It's a hump day. The basketball season is over and dead. And that
Boy, if you feel like you're not, this thing just won't go away. It's because everybody in the world saw it.
I know. What a crazy, crazy number.
Jeez.
33 million people were watching the Spurs lose Game 5.
That's unbelievable. Audience, yeah, the Knicks win the closeout game to capture their first title in 53 years. Averaged 24.5 million viewers on ABC and ESPN, making it the most watched Game 5 since 1998. The peak was at 33 million, and the finals averaged 20.6 million, which was the highest since 1998 between Chicago and Utah. Year's ratings were also the highest since ABC and ESPN started carrying the finals in 2003, obviously. And it is only the third time since 1999 that the finals have averaged at least 20 million. The others, Golden State's victory over Cleveland in 5 games averaged 20.47, and 2016, where the Cavs defeated the Warriors in 7, was 20.2 million. So rarefied air. And like, to put it into perspective, last year's finals between OKC and Indiana, 10.3 million across 7 games.
So if you feel like people are still talking about our embarrassment,
Yeah, it's just because everybody watched it.
because the whole world just watched us, just drop our pants.
Yeah.
Just, hey, hold our beer. 29 points, no problem.
Yeah. Like last year, Indiana, when they lost, it was like
Nobody cared.
it was like, I don't know, it was like losing in a junior high gym. Like some people saw it, and there's snickers about, oh man, they what a bozo loss. But the Spurs, they were on the world stage, the biggest of the world stage. So it's going to take a little while. I saw your video yesterday. You're defending Wemby's petulance by just saying he's French.
Oh, I'm just saying get used to this.
Yeah.
I think French plays a big role in this, but I don't think what we're seeing from Wemby is what Wemby is going to be, whether he's winning or losing. He's just going to be this.
And this is, for lack of better terms, kind of a crybaby. Like, I don't know if it's a crybaby or just he's kind of bitchy.
French. I'm just telling you, this is I have a grand total of maybe 3 French-born people that I have known.
Okay.
All 3 of them were just kind of surly, not bad, but not great company. No.
Okay.
I mean, they weren't like
What?
They weren't pleasant to be with. They were interesting.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to sit on the couch and watch TV with them all afternoon because everything's just kind of it's like, they're slightly above it, no matter what it is. And Wemby's like, yeah, well, screw y'all, I'm out.
Yeah.
You mean nothing to me.
See you never.
So you just get.
That's
I'm just saying.
It's something like an 8th grader would say. See you never, losers.
See you never
I know,
out.
right?
Wemby
6'7",
out.
6'7".
And just like strut out. Like, so I'm just kind of like, you know what? I think I'm just going to have to accept the fact that I really enjoy watching him play, but I really might not like him. And that's fine. I've had wonderful relationships with people I didn't enjoy their company all that much.
Yeah,
you know what I
never
mean?
trust
But
the French.
you carry through. You go on. But I'm just getting the sense that there was going to be the dislike quotient because of the sheer domination on a basketball court. There's that. There is. We can't beat him, and we hate him because of that. So we have to punch him in the gut in the middle of the game, or we have to elbow him all game long just to compete. I get that. I get that's where the Death Star. The other stuff he's going to bring on himself. Dude, you're going to some of this stuff. It's because of you. And
I was going to say, maybe there's a reason why all these dudes are trying to beat him up in the game.
I think there's some youthful, I'm going to get my shot in while I can. I think that's pretty typical of a rising star. Every star's had to deal with it. We've talked about it all season long, too. That's given, a lot is expected, but you got to earn it. So I think that there's some of that. The respect quotient needs to be built. You got to pee in your own corner and then own it. So I think there's that. But then there's the extra part of he's kind of a douche. He's just kind of a, we don't get too mad at Jokic, but Jokic doesn't give a crap.
No.
You know what I mean? But he's kind of nonchalant about it, but the end result's the same. Like, I'm above this, man. Let me go. Are y'all done? Can I go back to my horses? So I get Wemby's kind of like, I'm above this, man. I'm better than y'all. I will be better than y'all, so shut up.
There's a feel about it that, like, I don't know. And I said earlier this year when he was, like, really rounding into form, I was like, maybe we've got Charizard form Wemby now. Vic, what's the thing before Charizard? Like where it's not the little one, but it's growing, and there's the medium-sized one.
Charmander?
No, that's the little one. That's the little one. But maybe he's still in that medium form.
Well, the other side of this, though, AJ, is the output of the arrogant, surly, petulant Wemby is the kind of guy I want on the court. I want him to be petulant and I'm better than you and give me the ball and I'm going to dominate and yam on you and flex on you and get in your head and do all. That's the guy every coach that's ever coached Wemby wants out there because that's freaking unstoppable. But you want him to, turn it off. Like, dude, okay, the game's done. Now let's go sell some drinks and Coke. Let's go make some money, bro. Let's put a smile on and let's go have some fun. But he hasn't so far been able to separate the two.
Yeah, it is. It's something he's going to have to work on. Charmeleon?
Yeah, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard.
Yeah. So he's Charmeleon still, which is maybe scary that he's still not all the way there. But
I want Charizard, anger, fury, fire-eyed, fierce, dominant, and then
we want you to be the Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
When the game starts, we want you to turn green and blow up, and then when the game's over, be Bruce Banner, be Dr. Banner, and be cool.
But in my experience, the guys that succeed that way don't know how to turn it off and won't for 15 years. It'll drive them to their death or to greatness. And then finally at some point they realize there's other stuff in this world, and they kind of tone it down. And if you go back through the annals, I think you can look at certainly Michael fits there. Kobe never really had a chance to debrief.
Yeah.
I do think that it will drive you to greatness or it'll drive you to destruction when you live that kind of, if you have to turn anger on to get you motivated. Anger only takes you so far. And I think he has to be angry right now. And, some of those, and some guys, for their whole career, coaches realize the only way this guy's going to be ready to go is if he is freaking furious. And they coach him that way.
Well, there's still a lot to learn for him, and you can take that as a good or a bad.
I just think we're going to have to get used to it, man. We're going to have to turn a blind eye to some of this stuff because you're going to go, God, Vic. Dude, that's a little much, bro.
I'm telling you now, it's easy when you're a Spurs fan to cheer for Wemby. I've got to imagine his Q rating across the board has probably gone down. Not as a player. I mean, obviously he was the second best player in the playoffs.
Oh, the basketball types are terrified of him.
Yeah.
And he is now established as, oh my God, kind of territory.
But if you're watching him from afar as a fan and you're watching all of it, you're watching how he behaves, you're watching the walk off the court with no handshakes, watching him in the presser being like a little baby, watching him that's when he shows up to the pressers.
Oh yeah, skips.
I see how it would be easy to not like Wemby.
Oh man.
And the Spurs have not. I mean, their superstars in the past, Duncan, Robinson, have all been
the total now
boring, but
Duncan was
solid dudes.
Yeah, Duncan was given the leeway of you don't have to do it, bro. Just do the minimum, be nice, but you don't have to do anything more than that, and we will cover for you because we know that genuinely you're not comfortable, you don't want to do it. David was reluctant, but he was a hell of a salesman, man.
Yeah.
David could sell some basketball, sell some Spurs, and get behind anything. So he kind of jumped in there knowing full well David was very aware of his place in the world. And he knew that as he went, he was going to bring the city with him.
Yeah.
And he endeavored to do that. He put the city of San Antonio and the franchise on his back like Atlas until Tim arrived. So Tim didn't have to do the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So, and that's how, and Tim, because the lifting had been done, never progressed it. But we had other dudes that would handle it. Manu was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And Tony was this counterculture kind of, well, now that is the lead dog is the French kind of, which we accepted with Tony because he was the third of the three, but he wasn't the first guy getting interviewed every day.
Well, and it's funny because the short time that Kawhi was the lead dog here,
I don't think he ever really was, man. I think he was the best player, but not the lead dog.
Yeah, that's probably fair, but he was the guy that they were because Tim wasn't much of a talker, they would put Kawhi up there, and Kawhi didn't want to be there.
Oh, he was incapable.
And it was awkward, but until Kawhi left, and the way that he left, before you knew what Kawhi was, you just felt like, oh, he's just weird, and he doesn't know any better. With Wemby, it feels like designed and mean. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure if mean is the way I would put it, but it's certainly surly. It's certainly more about I'm above this.
Yeah.
And this is trifling. And I'm quite frankly a little upset that you'd even begin to think, that I'm not better than you. Let's admit, enough about me. What do you think of me? Okay, so I think we're just going to have to get used to this kid. And then you add on that from the moment he can remember, he has been the focus of every room he's been in because he's huge.
Yeah.
So I think we combine all that to a guy with a personality that down here in South Texas, we're just not used to.
Yep.
It's just one of those things that, well, we'll accept it, but in behind the scenes, we're going to go, dude, lighten up just a little bit, man.
There's a story on ESPN this morning, and it talks about the Spurs, what we've learned. It's written by this kid Zach Cram, he's written a lot about the NBA in the last couple months, particularly about the Spurs. I want to go over what he's got to say about how it's not always guaranteed that you'll be back here. I want to see your thoughts on it. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Checking the cameras and maps this early morning. We are in good shape. No major incidents going on. Now, we do have ongoing road work at 35 southbound FM 1518 on down to Evans. That's almost a 20-minute ride. 2 right lanes are blocked. Stop and go from Weiderstein. Northbound 35 at Rittiman. The exit lane is blocked with road work. And on 35 northbound O'Connor to Judson Road, 2 right lanes closed. A little bit of a delay starting right around Weidner. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Trouble sleeping lately? Upgrade to the great sleep you deserve at Mattress Firm's July 4th sale. Choose from a curated selection of top brands and let their sleep experts help you narrow it down. They make sleep easy.
Need a reason to call Thomas J. Henry Law after a car accident? How about $1 billion? Because Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years, and why we're one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas. Car accident? Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
If your neighborhood was hit with recent rain, let Stevens Roofing check your roof before small issues turn into costly repairs. Storms can damage roofing materials long before you notice a leak. Stevens Roofing is locally owned, provides honest inspections, quality workmanship, and helps guide you through the insurance process. Don't wait for expensive interior damage. Call Stevens Roofing today, 210-785-0994. That's 210-785-0994, or visit stevensroofing.net.
Hello, Connecticut. May I help you?
This is Bill Tyson. Is this my Connecticut Pro?
Yes, Mr. Tyson. What can I do for you?
Calling from Yellowstone National Park. Old Faithful just erupted and reminded me I didn't set the vacation bypass on my Connecticut water conditioner. Would you run over to my house and set it? I've hidden the key under my doormat.
Well,
I forgot to set the bypass last year. I had that other brand, and the software used up 4,000 pounds of salt in a week.
Mr. Tyson, relax. With your new Connecticut, there is no vacation cycle or any worries about salt. If you don't use any water, your Connecticut won't either. We not only believe in saving salt, but also in saving water.
Would you go over and unplug it then? I'm trying to conserve electricity.
You forget that your Connecticut doesn't use electricity either. There's nothing to plug in. And don't forget that your Connecticut is also completely automatic.
You mean I can relax and enjoy my whole vacation?
That's right.
This is great. I've got Old Faithful here at Yellowstone and an Old Faithful in my Connecticut water conditioner at home.
The last water softener you'll ever own. ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Gradual breakers. You keep your eyes on the road, so you've seen it all. As long as it all happened directly in front of you, like a Swedish masseuse, your foot knows exactly the right amount of pressure to apply to the brake. That's why your passengers feel totally relaxed with you behind the wheel and occasionally super sleepy. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Some days, self-care starts with Nature-Made gummy vitamins. A deep breath and a little encouragement.
Mom, I'm really nervous.
Me too, honey. But we've got this. Repeat after me. I'm going to have a good day.
I'm going to have a good day.
I choose joy no matter what comes my way.
I bring joy wherever I go.
Quality gummy vitamins from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. How the hell do I get this pole out of my face? I mean, it won't go away. Typically, it goes away, man.
If it lasts longer than 4 hours, you want to go see a doctor, Joe.
Well, damn. I've tried to read some comments here, and I can't get this damn thing to go away. It's just crazy. Well, it's a good question that I will pose to everybody. Is Wemby the face of the NBA? I would just like to know. It's an informal poll. If I can get this other one the hell out of the way. Yeah.
Having trouble with your poll?
I'm having well, that's been happening for years, Pledge. This is not something that started today. You know, Father Time is undefeated.
Mexico did a hell number on you, huh?
Dude, I'm still in rehab.
You and Brennan Sorsby.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Get down.
You popping and locking?
Yeah.
I feel like a robot made this song.
I'm Ethan and Iphon.
It's Magic Mike. Before the other Magic Mike.
Yeah, before he was showing off his butt cheeks.
What are y'all talking?
The movie Magic Mike.
Yeah.
I was thinking of an entirely different Mike.
Yeah.
So, I was mentioning this Zach Cram kid. I say kid. I don't know. Maybe
I've seen him coming. I don't know him at all. I don't know him.
Yeah, he's a new up and coming NBA writer for ESPN. But he wrote a story about the Knicks and how they built their roster, how they got to to where they are, and one of the things that stood out to me was the highest playoff point differential for NBA champions. This was the highest in history, like through the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They won their games, and remember they went 16-3 in the playoffs.
When you
16-3,
have a record like this, the way they went through it, there's a perfect storm involved, and certainly they're really good. But there's other factors at play that were abnormal this year. So knowing that, the numbers ring true. I mean, they roasted the East. Roasted them.
14.9 points per game they won by. The previous record was the 1971 Bucks at 14.5. I believe a fellow named
Kareem
Lou Alcindor may have been playing for them.
He was, and he did.
And 2017 Warriors, 13.5 points per game. 2001 Lakers, 12.8. 91 Bulls, 11.7. And then it's a whole lot of Celtics, Lakers, Bulls, Celtics, Lakers, Warriors. I mean, it's the teams that we look at as like the all-time great teams. The Knicks playoff run. Well, I don't know that anybody will ever remember this Knicks team as an all-time great team. This was an all-time great playoff run
by every measure. I mean, they shot the lights out. It was awfully impressive, and I'm glad the Spurs were there to help.
And at the end of the story, he's talking about the Spurs. And he says the Spurs playoff run obviously ended with a bitter taste of failure. But this season can't be considered anything other than a sweet, unqualified success. Which I believe he's right. I know you don't like to hear that now, but it really was.
Yes, it is. It is. It's just so...
We lost.
It's just not in my nature.
You're right.
It's just not in my nature to accept that until that next step is actually realized, where I can justify the pain. But right now, the pain is we blew it.
Spurs fan may be the most success-spoiled fans that I've ever been around.
Well, yes, I think that we are, but I think more spoiled isn't the best word. I'm knowledgeable. I understand the value of place, and I know what it takes. And I know that this team didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that will haunt me as a fan and as a basketball guy until they take that next step. And when they do, all of this is justified. Then you can say, absolutely. That unqualified success prepared us for the next thing. We wouldn't be here but for what we went through last year. But until we take that next step, it is nothing but pain and agony to me. There's no, you have to justify the pain. And I have nothing to justify it more other than we got here, we had leads in every game, and we folded like chairs.
Yeah.
And that still will hurt and bother me until the next step is taken.
But also, the previous 6 seasons in a row, the Spurs have had the worst cumulative record in the Western Conference.
We were so bad they're going to change the rules.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So think about now. Let's put it into perspective. Think about what the Washington Wizards are right now as a franchise. I think most of us realize the Washington Wizards are a disastrous franchise. If they showed up, they are. I mean, it's
if they had half our success.
It sounds terrible. It's a horrible franchise. Imagine next year they're in the NBA Finals. Everybody's like, "What a story!"
Yeah.
Even if they lose, it's like, look where these guys came from.
No, I understand.
Because you've been spoiled with the success that, like, somehow that miraculous thing is not enough.
Well, I'm afraid and this is just my deep-seated terrible bunch of fears, is that when you're blessed with success like this early, it seems like more often than not, the long term isn't good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it happens this fast, sometimes the lessons skipped, you never get to go back and pick up.
Right.
And then they show up later, whether it be a locker room thing that was hidden because you were young and you're kids and you never had to address this little thing that grew a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. And before you know it, you got 2 players that hate each other and this town's too small. And it happens in a flash. And when you have this in a bottle and you squander it, you weren't beaten, you squandered it. And I have this deep nagging 5% of me that goes, uh-oh.
Well, I'll finish discussing the uh-oh on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Checking the cameras and maps this early morning. We are in good shape. No major incidents going on. Now, we do have ongoing road work at 35 southbound FM 1518 on down to Evans. That's almost a 20-minute ride. 2 right lanes are blocked. Stop and go from Weiderstein. Northbound 35 at Rittiman. The exit lane is blocked with road work. And on 35 northbound O'Connor to Judson Road, 2 right lanes closed. Little bit of a delay starting right around Weidner. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead, sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for DraftKings Sports. Did you know that DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states? Yes, that means us right here in Texas. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time, heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Texas. Whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or late at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Texas, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code 941SportsStar. Spend $5 and get $200 in total rewards. That's code 941SportsStar in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim. Issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey fellas, June 15th through the 21st is Men's Health Week. This is the time to focus on health and well-being of the men in our community. You know, men's health is shaped by relationships, partnerships, family, caregivers, friends, and communities in every stage of life. When men are supported with connection, education, and help, they seek care and live healthier, longer lives. This Men's Health Week, Metro Health is recognizing that caring for men doesn't happen alone. Stronger connections lead to stronger health outcomes. Visit sa.gov/health.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, upgrade to a Tempur-Pedic and learn how you can get 3% back plus an instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, it is day 2 of the Cowboys minicamp in Frisco. We'll hear from some of the players. And is Wemby the face of the NBA already? Or does he have a ways to go? We'll discuss. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Joe Reinagel. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Messi! Messi.
That dude. You know, don't you love it when you watch something and you don't know anything about it, but you know whatever you're looking at or eating or tasting is about as good as you're ever going to. I mean, this is, I don't know anything about it, but when I saw Messi yesterday,
he's
at 38,
good sports player.
Wow, man, it's poetry. It really is watching him go.
Yeah. Argentina with a 3-0 win yesterday. That's the extent of what I understood about yesterday.
There we go.
Messi
World
scored
Cup.
all the goals.
Well, we had a winner.
World Cup.
We actually
update.
had a couple of winners. I watched a little bit of that French-Senegal game.
Did they win?
The French came late, yeah. But Senegalese types, they were going at it. It was a good game. But Kylian Mbappe.
I saw like Albania and Jordan. Like everybody was excited for Jordan because it was 1-1, and then Albania scored like 2 goals at the end and just crippled them. They would have been all excited too because Jordan, it was their first time in the World Cup. But
that's the first World Cup?
Yeah, was not to be.
That's too bad.
We were talking about how whether or not we should be excited or disappointed in the Spurs season, and there is There's a couple things. So you can take these numbers as positive or negative. Throughout the finals, the Spurs led for 178 minutes. New York led for 57.
That's fingers on a chalkboard. You know what I mean? That's nails on a chalkboard. That's Velcro. That's chewing on aluminum foil. That is the worst thing to tell me.
That's about 77% of the time that the game wasn't tied, the Spurs were the one with the lead.
Remember the rope-a-dope with Ollie and Foreman? We got rope-a-doped.
It is by far the highest percentage of time leading the finals by the loser since at least 1971, because that's the first year they started tracking this type of data. And he says the Spurs could end up regretting this missed opportunity, even if they were nominally ahead of schedule. A return trip to the finals is never guaranteed, even for a team with its youth and tremendous talent. And he brings up a team that we were talking about in the offseason, the 2011 Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, loaded for bear.
3 future MVPs on the roster, never made it back to the finals, although he says, however, there is no chance San Antonio trades reserve guard Dylan Harper like those Thunder did with reserve guard James Harden.
Yeah, Edwin brought up the fact that they chose Serge Ibaka over James Harden. No, that will not happen. But the problem was that team collapsed under the weight of stardom, that you had 3 superstars, all of which wanted to be alpha dogs, and they just had to kind of chisel it away.
Is there a world where that happens here?
I don't know, honest to God. I mean, it's entire. We got 3 alpha dog types, I'll tell you that. But there's been teams where it has been just fine. But this situation, I mean, James Harden is a unique cat on his own, and we also know that over the years the other 2 have turned out to be less than completely stable types.
Yeah.
So there was the unique perfect storm to that Oklahoma City team that I know for a fact we're not going to have to deal with. But I do also admit that these are 3 potential, if things go right and everything in their worlds go right, that types that are, standing in front of a crowd in Springfield, Massachusetts at some point. Yeah. All 3 have Hall of Fame written potential. They're on the watch list already. So there is the potential of stardom bringing it down. There's the potential for money bringing it down. There's so many little things that play into this that, yeah, they've got more tools than most, but they still got just as far to go.
LeBron reached the finals as a 22-year-old, like Wemby. And people in Cleveland probably thought, well, yeah, sucks that we lost to the Spurs, but we're going to be winning titles up and down the next several years. Well, it turns out LeBron didn't win one until 4 years later with the Miami Heat. And it's, not to say that any of these guys are, headed out, but there's a world where one day they decide they don't want to be, especially a guy like Wemby, who is bigger than basketball. Or at least is bigger than, like, his brand is bigger than his basketball.
Yes.
There's a world where he decides, okay, I can do bigger things in New York or L.A.
Or, if we're going down the what ifs and possibilities and nightmares, then there's the Yao Ming application where his body just can't do it.
That's the next thing.
You only got a couple of years of this, and his body starts to wear out because 7'5" just can't do this.
They could suffer season-altering injuries at inopportune times, which is what stymied the post-77 Blazers and Bill Walton. The Blazers were another team that looked like they were
his feet just wouldn't keep up.
They could run into financial troubles under the
second
apron regime. De'Aaron Fox has $22 million coming his way. You look at Giannis and Joker, who both looked like when they both went and won, we assumed if they're not winning another one, they're at least going to be back playing for one, and neither one of them have been back to the finals since they got there.
Bud didn't last a year.
Yeah. Or, he says, they could simply come up on the wrong end of future coin flips with Oklahoma City, which this season, the series was a coin flip. It landed Spurs. Next season, it could be 7 games, land Thunder. It says they're just as young, just as talented, and just as hungry for another finals chance. So they get the idea that Now, it doesn't make sense to be like a downer on the Spurs.
Well, this is worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But you have to keep into account, you have to pepper that with the optimism that there have been plenty of situations much like this that didn't. But for every success, there is that same story. We overcame all that, and that's why we're here.
Yes.
That's how the plots are written. We've been a part, fortunately, of the Spurs. We had a 20-year pretty good chapter, ups and downs, but for the most part, we were always at the beginning of every year for 20 years, felt like we were as good as anyone, and if the brakes fell, we were going to be there.
But going into next season, the Spurs still have the best roster situation in the NBA as far as
money and talent already.
Talent and really room for growth. Like they are in the best. Not
I would say of all time. They are in the best situation I can think of since the year that the Lakers won it all and managed to draft number 1 overall James Harden.
James Worthy. James Worthy. Okay.
They already had Magic. They had Worthy. They had Kareem. They didn't have Worthy. They had Wilkes. They had all these guys, and then they drafted number 1 overall. Never seen anything like it since. We're a team that is set up for future success, unlike any team I have ever seen.
Or like the time when the Spurs had David Robinson, and then he missed a year with an injury, and they came back, and suddenly they were able to draft Tim Duncan.
Yeah, keeping in mind, though, the one fear was we didn't really know how bad David's back was. Turns out it was utterly false. But, at the time, we were told that his back was so bad he couldn't play for 60 games. Turns out it was, strategery.
Yeah.
But there was the fear. But, yeah, you add those Twin Towers, and at that point you go, the worst case scenario then, too. David's back's bad. He's Little Mermaid. He's soft. Tim's, so quiet. Is he going to be able to do it? We can't find a point guard. We'd hate our coach, Popovich. What the hell's he doing? This guy was a palace coup, and all those things came to be. That's where the stories turned great.
They're essentially where the Oklahoma City Thunder were 2 years ago.
With a young coach.
A young Shea and a young
G
Chet
League.
and a young Jalen Williams.
Yeah.
And what the Thunder were able to do. And now it's expensive now. It's about to get expensive, and that's why the Spurs are in a more enviable spot because they're where the Thunder were, not where they are. The Thunder are about to run into financial troubles because everybody's earned their money.
That's what the league's designed to do.
Yes.
I mean, you get 5 years, man. That's what you get. And our clock started running, good or bad, the moment we unexpectedly fell into this remarkable Dylan Harper, who changed the calculus of this franchise in so many ways unexpectedly that I think they're still trying to figure out, obviously, given the play of De'Aaron Harper in a very short period of his career, that the drafting of Dylan Harper just utterly shook the snow globe of what the Spurs thought they were doing.
Yeah.
In the best possible way. But we added a guy that is unlike anybody we've ever drafted before because we thought he was going to be good. It's Manu-esque, where the guy walks onto the court, and I can guarantee you in hindsight, the first time we watched him play against the rest of the Spurs, even De'Aaron Harper went, or De'Aaron Fox went, oh, no.
Yeah.
Even the moment. And I wouldn't have believed it until Devin let it slip.
That he was unhappy with playing time.
He knows he's that good now, too. And that's a great thing.
Although, listen, man, Dylan Harper, if not for Cooper Flagg, would have been the number 1 pick in the draft. Like
absolutely,
he was.
Absolutely. But he
knew. I think he knew the whole time.
Well, we know what talent looks like, but it's the other things he does that we can't even quantify. That you just watch him do twice a game. You go, there ain't a coach in the world that could have told him how to do that. And his mama's a hell of a coach because he learned to do that when he was long before some coach was standing over him with a whistle. That he just does things as a guard that you see about once every 10 years. That a guy just shows up and can just freaking do it, and is better at it the bigger the moment.
Yeah,
and that can change the calculus of this team. And it could be to the best, or it could be to the point where his light is so bright that everybody's trying to keep up. And, he means as much as to Wemby as Wemby does to the city, that they become absolutely necessary together. The Pip and Jordan in a different way, that these guys will function so much better together that everything else must be damned. And that's something that I don't think we were even ready to even think about, because we just spent $240 million on a guy that we were hoping would be some of that, a little of that. most of that, but not all of what Dylan Harper brought, not all of what we saw over that 5-game stretch in the finals. And quite frankly, the numbers tell us nobody's ever done this before. The numbers tell us no rookie has ever done what he did.
Yeah. I think that the upside of Dylan Harper is so spectacular. Like, I think Dylan Harper, I've heard people say James Harden, and I don't like that comp.
I like as far as just creativity. He just does things that nobody thinks he can do.
You know, Dylan Harper reminds me of, and this is, again, anytime you're comparing guys to the Hall of Famers, it's risky. A guy who's played one season. He reminds me of Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne Wade went on to win a whole lot of championships.
He carried LeBron to his first one.
And I would not be shocked if that's where Dylan Harper ends up being. Which brings me to, like you said, there eventually could be a 1 and 1A with, like, the idea that Wemby is guaranteed to be the best player on this team. Well, there's a world where there's a discussion about it.
Big men are always reliant.
A la Shaq, Kobe,
yes.
a la LeBron and Dwayne Wade, like, where it's like, yeah, I see the argument for where this guy's better, but what about this? And, like, it's rare that I think Boston with obviously I think the ceiling is higher for what they've got here in San Antonio, but with Tatum and Brown,
fair.
like, everybody tells me Jason Tatum's better than Jaylen Brown, and then I watch them play, and I'm like, I'm not so sure.
Seems like I seem like Jaylen Brown's winning a lot of games. No, I all of that. So the calculus changed, and when I see writers write this, I appreciate that they're doing it from 30,000 feet, because sometimes I'm at the 10,000-foot view and I'm too close to it. And I appreciate what he's saying, because sometimes I feel like these guys are out of touch and they're saying things that they're projecting onto the Spurs that I know things that aren't true.
Yeah.
But I just know that the De'Aaron Fox thing isn't going away, and it's something that is going to have to be addressed. And if it's addressed correctly, sadly, Dylan Harper's going to be mad. If it's addressed correctly, because the Spurs, I hate for everybody to have to, let's hear this, have to have De'Aaron Fox on the court.
I don't disagree with that.
Now, it doesn't mean in the same role that he's been, but we saw even in this playoff what his value is, above and beyond missing shots. My God, that'll never happen again, I hope. But we do know now, and even De'Aaron knows, that the escalator has reached its peak, and his career with the Spurs will never be as what it was intended. And he's going to have to accept that.
Yeah.
You're never going to be what we thought you were going to be and what we even told you.
But you know what? Again, I'm not sure that the Spurs and De'Aaron had this in mind. I think that De'Aaron understood that he was
he understood he was coming here to help Victor. He did not come here to foster a dude that's going to take his job.
That's true.
And so, no, I firmly agree with you. He came here to
took a lesser role.
The beast, and I will bask in the sunshine that is reflected off of you. He did not come here to foster a dude that is going to take minutes, points, and things from him.
And you know what? I don't know De'Aaron Fox personally. Like, I haven't been around him enough to know this. I feel like if I'd spent my entire career in Sacramento, even this year where I was a disastrous finals for him, obviously, and now everybody's mad at him, this probably still feels like, what a relief.
I hope.
To be on a team where there's actually like a goal,
dude,
you know?
I
hope that De'Aaron Fox is that mature.
That's why the old heads, the unks need to call him and say, dude, you're going to make every penny that's been promised you. Now, it might not occur in the time frame if you want to be what you came here to be, which is a world champion, and get all the fruits from that. You've been alone. You know what that's like. You'll get $260 million. Now, we might come to you and say, well, you bounce this down another 5-6 years. Will you readjust if you want to stay here? We can't pay you the way that we were going to pay you, but you're going to get every penny. Tim bounced it down the road. Now, I know the financials are different now in the modern NBA, but if you will take that seat and become the best, I hate the saying, but it's true, star in your role, dude, the glory and all that will follow, just call and talk to Tony Parker. Call and talk to the greatness that will follow if you decide to be the third or the fourth instead of being the one or the two.
All right, we'll be right back. Wrap up hour number 1. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday.
Play ball!
Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
Summer's hottest deals are officially here at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a $369 a month lease payment on a 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom. Right now, 0% APR for 60 months on any 2026 Silverado 1500. Or get 2.9% financing on the 2026 Traverse or Trax LT. Together, let's drive. North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes from Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Attention soccer fans. House of Cards and Collectibles on Vance Jackson has the 2026 Panini Prism FIFA Soccer Card Packs in stock. Pull cards from Mbappe, Messi, Kane, Bellingham, and many more. Find autographs and serial numbered cards randomly inserted. House of Cards and Collectibles also has FIFA World Cup sticker albums and packs. Come in today before they're all gone. House of Cards and Collectibles at 2105 Vance Jackson Road.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
.652 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1. A lot of people saying AJ keeps reopening the wound. I mean, it's like... It's the autopsy.
This is the debrief. You have to re-examine the wound. It's just, when do you choose to do it? Do you do it when the blood's still a little hot, or do you put it off for a day or two when you can look at cold and be incisive in your decision making without the emotion getting in the way? I do think we're a little soon on doing it, but I think I agree with everything that this guy has said so far.
You guys are going to. Daniel, send him and the bum ankle to Toronto like Kawhi.
Settle your ass down.
You guys are going. One day, you guys are going to be like, "Wow, man, I can't believe I was so angry."
Don't get a puppy.
No,
you're going to throw that puppy out, man. You don't get a new dog.
Gunter, trade Fox and the 20th pick to the Wizards for Trae Young.
Okay. Or just
that is that very Washington Wizard move, though.
Yeah.
If we were the Wizards.
You want to be the Wizards? Yeah, okay, do that. Let me tell you, if you think Trae Young is the answer to the problems that the Spurs had in this finals, I got news for you. He's not. You think Trae Young is going to make it where there's more opportunity for Harper and Castle to handle the ball and touch the ball? No, he's not. Trae Young is
pony.
Trae Young is a stat line.
Yeah.
Listen, man, De'Aaron Fox had a bad finals. There's no defending it. There's no defending it outside of potentially he was hurt. But
I think that played a role. It was his first finals, too.
I'm not going to judge De'Aaron Fox's career on a 5-game span.
Well, there's more to how he played when you realize he's got a guy pushing him for everything. I got to be great because this guy is going to be great.
All right, we'll be right back. We got 1 hour down, 3 to go on a hump day. Morning Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Bright, spicy, zesty, impossible to ignore. It brings main character energy to every bite. Not just a sauce, it's a star. Only at participating U.S. Taco Bell locations. For a limited time only, while supplies last.
Hey, San Antonio, did you know your city has its own professional indoor football team? That's right, the San Antonio Gunslingers play pro football in Freeman Coliseum all spring and summer long. Fast-paced, hard-hitting action in the cool, comfortable indoor arena. No blazing Texas heat, just pure excitement. It's football the way it was meant to be, right here at home. Learn more, grab tickets, and follow online at SanAntonioGunslingers.com and on social media. The San Antonio Gunslingers, your indoor pro football team.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. 100% of them can get their T levels back. Synergenics tailors their TRT to make sure levels are where they need to be. They even take insurance. Head to Synergenics.com to book your free testosterone test today.
Hey, Sarah. Heard about your car accident. You okay?
Well, let's see. My car's toast, my neck's a pretzel, and the insurance guy ghosted me faster than my ex. So, peachy.
Remind me why you haven't called Thomas J. Henry Law yet.
Calling an attorney is weird to me.
Yeah, you should totally trust insurance, who profits from underpaying you.
I'm picking up on your sarcasm.
You need to pick up the phone and dial Thomas J. Henry Law.
Car accident? Visit ThomasJHenryLaw.com today. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Hey guys, it's AJ, and between us, when you hit a certain age, things start to feel a little bit off. You're tired all the time, your energy's low, and maybe your drive isn't what it used to be. A lot of that can come down to low testosterone. That's why I want you to give a call to Game Day Men's Health Alamo Ranch on Wiseman Boulevard. They understand what guys are dealing with, and they make the process so easy. The office has a relaxed man cave vibe. Everything starts with a free testosterone test done right there in their in-house lab. After that, you'll meet with a licensed provider to create a custom treatment plan designed for you. And here's the best part, you can start treatment the same day. After a month, you'll be noticing more energy, a better mood, and a boost in your libido. Don't settle. Be the best version of yourself. After a month, you can notice more energy, a better mood, and a boost in your libido. Give them a call, 830-376-9100. 830-376-9100. 830-376-9100 for Game Day Men's Health, Alamo Ranch.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run, because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Got a couple of stalls. 151 eastbound at 410. That one's off to the shoulder. And then 35 northbound, the off-ramp to Weidner. That stall has the off-ramp partially blocked. Now, we do have this road work on 35 southbound. FM 1518 on down to Evans. 2 right lanes are blocked. And 35 northbound Rittiman. That road work has the exit lane blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs went down in flames and a bunch of people saw it. It was the most watched NBA final since 1998 when the Bulls and Jazz tangled. Jordan finished up his final title in Chicago. The Spurs-Knicks averaged 26 million viewers and peaked at 33 million in the finals. In the NFL, the Cowboys filled their final available roster spots, signing UFL veteran offensive lineman Chris Glazer. He played 8 games last year for the Columbus Aviators.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-o! 7:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning to you. How are y'all doing out there? Happy hump day, everybody.
Fair to Midland, we are on the cusp of a holiday weekend. Us daddies are going to get to be served. The lowest on the totem pole of calendar holidays. Father's Day. Well,
yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, at least it's coming. And we get a day. We get to get a weekend to lay on the couch, watch some golf, watch the Open.
We will. And that we're about to bring in Will Doctor to join us here in just a moment. He's going to give us a preview of the U.S. Open, see if we can make some money off this thing. Father's Day. You got any big plans?
I'm endeavoring to leave town immediately. We've got a yurt.
A tent? Like a tent?
A yurt somewhere near Paladuro Canyon.
Really?
And then we're going to head to Austin. And
that's very
I wanted to drive when the decision was up that was being made. We were concerned about the availability of airline fuel.
What's the cost? What's the air conditioning situation?
Oh, it's got
fully
air conditioning, running water.
I'm all right with that.
A cowboy pool.
Okay, I can get down with that.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
How long's the drive?
I'm thinking it's looking at about 7.5.
Okay, that's a lot of driving.
It's a lot of driving.
A lot of road time.
Yep. Heading into the Great West.
All right, let's bring him in. Let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend. He is our golf expert. You can find his work at PGA.com. You can find him at pregame.com. It is Will Doctor from 97.5 in Houston. Good morning, Will.
Hey, Jay, how's it going? Good to be here. It's going to be a great week as far as the U.S. Open at Shinnecock. Tough golf course. Only 4 players have played 4 rounds under par here since the late 80s. So I'm looking forward to a great test.
Say that again. Only 4 players?
Only 4 players have played all 72 holes in under par fashion. Ray Floyd, Corey Pavin, and 2 other, and Brooks Koepka. I'd have to get the 4th, but it's only 4 players to do it. It's a tough golf course, Rob. Right off the Atlantic coast, right off the East Coast. It has the sand underneath the turf, kind of like Pinehurst, but also big slopey greens. Very tough to get up and down. No, this is going to be a battle. This is Rory McIlroy called this the best championship test in the United States yesterday.
I was reading that Shinnecock is not a course for one-dimensional players. Like, so often we'll say, like, okay, like when we talk to you, you'll say this is a ball striker's course. This is a you got to have great iron play. You got to have great short play. Shinnecock, they say you have to kind of do all those things to have a chance to succeed. Am I wrong in that?
No, that's 100% correct. And you've heard a couple players, a couple of the young, inexperienced amateurs, Jackson Coyven, big superstar coming out of Auburn right now. He said the fairways are a little wider than last year's U.S. Open at Oakmont. Here's the thing. They might be a little wider in width, but you miss the fairway here, and you're going into rough that's and fescue that's up to your knees. So that the psychological aspect of that tightens the fairways back up. As far as the second shot, I agree with Rory that this is the best championship test in the U.S., but particularly because of the second shot. The greens and just the runoffs and the false fronts and how every corner of the green just kind of throws the ball 30 yards away, leaving a really difficult kind of uphill pitch. It's a couple players have said, oh, it's kind of like, especially being on the East Coast, guys, there's going to be a lot of wind. And, the weather looks good Friday to Sunday. Thursday afternoon, you should have heavy showers with heavy wind. So the round one late wave, I would say, is screwed. There's no value in taking anyone that is in the late Thursday wave with how bad the weather's going to be. And that includes my favorite player in the field, Jon Rahm. He unfortunately goes out around 2 o'clock on Thursday. And, I can't, I think he's 16-1 right now. Even if he shoots if he shoots 1, 2, 3 over, you're going to get a better number on Rahm. And that would be a great start in bad weather at Shinnecock. And you would get a better number. So you have to be the tee times matter this week, guys. No question about it.
I mean, that happened when here in San Antonio, the early guys who went off on Thursday were in a deluge, and then by the end of Thursday, the weather was fine, and it was a huge disadvantage. So that makes a lot of sense.
Before you like Rahm, is it because he's a grinder? I mean, this doesn't seem like you're chasing the guys that are best off the tee. You said the second shot is the key kind of golfer that you're looking for, right?
Well, Jon Rahm, he packs a heavy punch off the tee.
Okay.
And doesn't miss any fairways. The combination of distance and accuracy is lethal. Rory's obviously a top 3 driver of the golf ball all the time, but he has accuracy issues. Chris Gotterup. Complete game is there. He's at 57-1 right now. He hits it a long way. Irons are good, great short game, but hits it all over the place as far as driving accuracy, and that matters at U.S. Open. Like, that's what matters at the U.S. Open that doesn't really matter at other venues. If Rory is able to put together an accurate week with his driver, he should be there on Sunday, especially because Rory and Scotty got the good side of the wave. They're going out early on Thursday. I think either one of those guys is a good pick, and I think we still haven't had a Rory versus Scotty head-to-head on Sunday, and I think this is, with the waves the way they are, the fact that they got in a good slot on Thursday morning, this is going to be a good chance for that to happen. Odds are small in a 156-man field, but we'd all love to see Scotty versus Rory at Shinnecock on Sunday.
Speaking of Scotty, this is the third longest drought of his career. Hasn't won in 11 starts, but he's playing well. He's a runner-up 3 times in that run. He's second on the tour with 7 top 10s. Like, are we actually seeing for the first time, because he hasn't won in a few months, or that there's value on Scotty Scheffler, the best golfer in the world? Plus 450 feels like a longer number than we've seen with him lately.
Yeah, I still think anything below 10-1 is illegal, and I wouldn't even say he's in a drought. The season has gone as expected. Like the first part of the year, coming out of the Christmas break, he won his 20th PGA Tour event immediately. And then his wife, Meredith, was giving birth kind of late February, and Scotty was at home a lot more into early March. And that's when he went, 12th at Riviera, 24th at Bay Hill, 22nd at Sawgrass. He had family stuff going on at home, and then he comes back, and in the 6 tournaments since he's been kind of back in full flow after the second kid was born, Scotty has, 4 finishes of third or better in his last 6 starts. So he has been right there to win.
He sucks.
And he talked yesterday in his press conference about how he just has to be a touch sharper. The margins are small in golf, but the difference has been 1 or 2 shots. And he's about as due as, as far as the other kind of great players on tour who are really due, Ludwig Berg, Siwoo Kim, maybe Sam Burns. Scotty's right there up with them as far as players that have been knocking on the door to win PGA Tour events.
All right, let's talk about it.
Bryson DeChambeau, who is a U.S. Open kind of magician. What do you think of his game this week? The guy's won it twice. He's been a disaster in the first 2 majors, so we're probably getting some value on him. Is it his game that's broken right now, or is this a tournament where you could see him getting back on track?
Yeah, the issue with really Bryson, his whole thing is when it's a tough second shot golf course and there's elements, he's got a tough time controlling spin and controlling distance. And unfortunately, he got completely screwed as far as the draw is concerned. He goes out Thursday afternoon. He has quietly gotten his ball striking together over his last 4 events. He was not in a good place with his irons to begin the year. He missed the cut at the first 2 majors of the year at the Masters and the PGA. And while he played well in his last 2 live events, I don't trust the fact that he's going to have to deal with elements in the first round, and I think it's going to be a killer on his iron play.
Any of the name guys we should just stay away from?
Let's see. Main guys you should stay away from.
Like Spieth or Justin Thomas, those guys that we always look for.
Yeah, Brooks Koepka's hurt. And he is the defending champion as far as Shinnecock is concerned. He won the last time the tournament was here in 2018. He's actually been playing decent, but starting last Friday in Canada, he started to tell the media that his back was potentially bothering him. And of course, he laughed it off in Brooks fashion. And then come Sunday morning, he's withdrawing from the tournament because he's experiencing numbness in his hand. That is not, when you have numbness running down your arms or legs, that's an immediate sign that you have a major back injury. And of course, there's already misdiagnosis going on in Team Koepka, Team Clown Show. Already a bunch of misdiagnosis going on. They were looking at his neck. It wasn't his neck. This is an absolute mess for Team Koepka rolling into a really exciting week. And of course, he should play well, and he's on the nice side of the wave. But there's a lot of injuries going on. It would shock me if he even made it to the weekend without having to withdraw, guys.
Oh, that's too bad. I got a guy here that I'm interested in, Hideki Matsuyama, and I want you to go ahead and talk me off of him. But I know he's done well in the U.S. Open before, although has not won it yet. Tied for second at Erin Hills, which I was reading is a course that's kind of similar to this course. How do you like Hideki this week, and do you think he could finally get over that hump?
Yeah, he reminds me of a Chris Gotterup or even a Rory McIlroy, where the complete game is there. He just can't find the planet off the tee, and that's a major problem when it comes to a U.S. Open. I mean, you look at Hideki's last 8 events in a row, and he is below average to the field as far as driving accuracy, and that's what's kept him out of contention. He was on a really good roll in early February, had a lead on the 72nd hole in Phoenix at the WM and snapped one in the water left on the 72nd hole to lose the tournament to Chris Gotterup. Since then, the driver has not been the same for Hideki, and he's just having a lot of trouble putting it in play. I like the spot.
I think he's talked you off.
I think he has, yeah.
Yeah, I like the spot, but you can't play out of the fescue at the U.S. Open. You just can't do it.
Cole snapped one into the water.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to hear.
Patrick Reed, 40-1.
Nice.
That's a long shot, but man, the guy he's been playing well since he's come back from LIV. He played pretty well at the Masters, pretty well at the PGA. 40-1 feels like a good number on Patrick Reed. Am I wrong on that one?
Yeah, he got the right side of the draw too. Goes off in a very nice pairing on Thursday morning at 7:52 with Andrew Novak and Kurt Kitayama. Playing phenomenal. Not really playing in between majors, guys. He's just gonna play. His last 3 events after this week will have been Masters, PGA, and then the U.S. Open, and he's played a lot better than most at the first 2 majors of the year. Tied 12th at Augusta, tied 10th at the PGA. Had a couple European wins back at the start of the year. I like Patrick Reed, AJ. This is a fun name. He's a Texas guy. Plays with a lot of pop and sizzle. He's not afraid to walk up to some of these guys and let me tell you a good Patrick Reed story. Is when Patrick Reed was a junior golfer. 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old Patrick Reed, he would walk up to his opponent's parents and look him in the eye and say, "Hey, I'm going to beat your kid today." And that's the kind of mindset I want at the U.S. Open.
All right, I like it. All right, who's your outright pick first of all, and what are your best bets here, Doctor?
Yeah, my outright pick is going to be Adam Scott to win at 95-1 to win this thing. He is the Raymond Floyd coming into this week. Ray won here at 43 years old. Adam is 45 and phenomenal Federer-esque condition. And Adam has found the putter just in the nick of time. Putted phenomenal at Jack's Place at Memorial coming into his 100th career major this week. And the rest of his game has been there all year. Phenomenal ball striker. Doesn't miss any fairways. One of the best iron plays we've ever seen. And it's just been a waiting game as far as his putting. Adam, he's on the phenomenal side of the draw and a nice laid-back early pairing with Harris English and Nick Taylor. And, Scott, he's played commendable at U.S. Opens over the years, 3 top 10s at our nation's title, including 12th at Oakmont last year. Here's the thing. I like these sets of greens for Adam Scott. He is very focused on the chance of him winning his second major. So my favorite outright, I have 3 of them on the card, but I'll give you my favorite one. It's got to be Adam Scott to win at 95-1. Guys, Tyrrell Hatton, to top 10 at 3-1. He is probably my favorite LIV player going into this week. It would be Jon Rahm. Let me make this very clear. If Jon Rahm was not on the bad side of the draw on Thursday, I'd be very high on him. Like I would think that 16-1 is a decent number on Rahm, and it's just because he's contended in a ton of LIV tournaments. He's due for a major, and let me tell you, he was the best ball striker I've watched at the PGA Championship. He doesn't miss. The sound is different, and if we're looking at that's just my eye test. If we're looking at the numbers, Jon Rahm is hitting it better right now than Rory McIlroy and Scottie Scheffler from a ball striking perspective. But Tyrrell Hatton's coming off a win in Spain. He's another LIV guy, Englishman, who top 10'd at Shinnecock back in 2018 and is top 10'd at the last 2 U.S. Opens. I like Tyrrell Hatton to top 10 at 3-1. And my best bet is Rory McIlroy to top 10 at plus 110. I know because he goes out early and because the driving accuracy sharpened up enough at Jack's Place, anytime that driving accuracy sharpens up for Rory, he seems to put a good finish together the next week. So as far as my general best bet, it's got to be Rory to top 10.
I got 2 quick questions for you. One, if the weather's going to be that bad Thursday afternoon, is there a world where these guys don't play until Friday, and then suddenly is there value on guys like Jon Rahm if they postpone the starts for some of these guys?
That could absolutely happen, but that would only be the case if there was severe lightning rolling through the area, which, and once again, I'm not a weatherman. I can read weather about as well as Larry David's weatherman, but I'm just looking at the forecast, and basically it's heavy rain, heavy wind, which it's going to give it that little bit of British Open feel. But AJ, if there's lightning that comes through and no one's playing golf, then we're going to be having a completely different conversation come Thursday afternoon.
Last year, we had one of the most unexpected winners maybe in golf history with J.J. Spawn. Yeah. It was such a great story last year. Obviously, we don't expect him to win again, but is this a guy you could see at least playing well, playing till onto the weekend, or was it a great story? Probably not happening.
Yeah, no, he has all the tools in his game to have another great U.S. Open weekend. The key is after that U.S. Open, he didn't take the pedal off the gas. He's added another win in San Antonio. What a Sunday that was. And I think he has a commendable top 20 week. I'd have to let me just double check which side of the
he's a 7:15 start.
7:15 start on Thursday?
Yeah.
So I fully approve of any placement ticket on JJ Spawn pre-tournament. I think the player who's going to be the Spawn of this year, the player who's really been just been super consistent inside the top 10 on leaderboards, and still surprisingly has not finished better than 35th in a major through 2 starts, is Siwoo Kim. And he's just, the guy checks all the boxes, and he's another one. We've been waiting for him to putt well, and now 3 tournaments in a row coming into this thing. He's putted well. He's been in contention. I look for Siwoo Kim to be the kind of the J.J. Spawn, Corey Pavin story to this week.
Seeing top 20 at plus 150, that's a good play.
Yes, it is.
All right. That is our guy, Will Doctor. You can find him at drmedia59 on X. Will, always appreciate your insight on these big tournaments, man. You are the best, and we'll talk to you again soon.
AJ, Rob, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Take awesome. Care, bro. That is Will Doctor. Man, this dude knows his game, doesn't he? Like, I don't know how he does it.
Names.
I don't know how he does it.
Who was the guy from the Terrell what?
Terrell Hatton.
Terrell Hatton.
Yeah, that's his guy.
He's going to be able to get off work for this tournament?
I don't know, man. I don't know. These guys, he knows the.
I was going to the Googles real quick.
He's got the deep tracks, baby. He's got the deep tracks. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, it is day 2 of the Cowboys minicamp in Frisco. We'll hear from some of the players. And is Wemby the face of the NBA already? Or does he have a ways to go? We'll discuss. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This World Cup season, there's only one place to experience every USA match with fellow fans, Social Spot in San Antonio. Join them for the ultimate World Cup watch parties featuring giant screens, delicious food, tasty snacks, ice-cold beer, and the electrifying atmosphere of soccer's biggest tournament. Bring your friends, wear your red, white, and blue, and cheer on Team USA every step of the way. Catch all the action at Social Spot, 930 Broadway. Social Spot and San Antonio Sports Star, your home for the 2026 World Cup watch parties. Don't miss a minute of the excitement.
Hey, San Antonio, did you know your city has its own professional indoor football team? That's right, the San Antonio Gunslingers play pro football in Freeman Coliseum all spring and summer long. Fast-paced, hard-hitting action in the cool, comfortable indoor arena. No blazing Texas heat, just pure excitement. It's football the way it was meant to be, right here at home. Learn more, grab tickets, and follow online at SanAntonioGunslingers.com and on social media. The San Antonio Gunslingers, your indoor pro football team.
San Antonio, I got a number for you, 656 Pure. That number will save you money, save you time, and add life to your appliances. Keep your whites white and keep your refrigerator living a lot longer than you might think if you don't call 656 Pure. You wonder what that's for? Well, that's for Connecticut. For those of you who don't have a Connecticut water treatment system, you You're trusting in something that, quite frankly, might not be trustworthy. I can trust Connecticut because I've had them in 3 of my homes here in San Antonio. Never had a different water treatment system in anything I've paid for because I know what it does for me. And if you'll remember 656 Pure, dial it right now. You can get the very best water treatment system you can get for the money and a little gift. How about a reverse osmosis drinking station installed on your kitchen using pretty decor just like yours? And you're never going to have to buy another water bottle again. It'll save you money, save you time, and you'll have the best water taken care of you from here on out. Remember, that's Connecticut water treatment systems. Don't substitute. Call 656 Pure. Find out what I know, and I know you're going to be thanking me later.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off Super Paint, Super Deck, and Woodscapes products June 12th through the 22nd. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And we cut to size. Because just like taxes and BS, we think metal is better when cut. Metal Supermarkets, the convenient stores for metal. Find a store or shop online at metalsupermarkets.com.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is your home to soccer's biggest event in the world. Get all your updates live on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM. And get to Twin Peaks to catch your favorite matchups paired with daily goal-worthy specials. Twin Peaks is your home for the world's biggest soccer event.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update, sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Lionel Messi is now tied with Germany's Miroslav Klose for the World Cup scoring record, 16 goals. Messi netted a hat trick as Argentina opened with a 3-0 win over Algeria. Next up for the defending champs in Group J, Austria, who beat Jordan in the late match 3-1. Elsewhere, Kylian Mbappe is up to 14 World Cup goals. The French captain scored twice in a 3-1 win over Senegal. Norway's Erling Haaland is on his way. He scored twice in his World Cup debut in a 4-1 win over Iraq. 4 more matches today. The final 2 groups get underway. It starts at 1 Eastern. Portugal and Congo in Houston. That's Group K. 4 Eastern in Dallas. Group L begins with England and Croatia. With this 2026 World Soccer Update, I'm Brad Heller, Westwood One Sports.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Check it out. One more chance. Hey, everybody. Vic, you said there were people complaining about golf talk?
Yeah.
Like, we literally talk golf 5 times a year. Before the majors and during the San Antonio Open.
Yeah.
That's it. You guys are crybabies, man.
I love the U.S. Open because, much like the British Open, I get to watch golfers just implode. Just land in rough like I'm playing in and have the same trouble I do. It's the reason I watch NASCAR, because eventually they're going to be a wreck. And I watch golf. I want to see some dude take it off the forehead after he's hit it off a branch. I want to see some dude who loses it in rough where they're like, dude, you're just going to have to drop.
And this is my favorite tournament because I like to say Shinnecock Hills.
I'd like to see what their logo is.
Shinnecock Hills.
Shinnecock
Hills.
I wonder what is it a cleverly designed logo, or is it obvious?
Shinnecock.
Is it hidden, or
they're playing at Shinnecock? yeah, Shinnecock Hills. Shiny. Oh yeah, I'm a child. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm a child. Big deal.
Yeah, when you're in the restroom and you hear somebody farting in the stall, you just start laughing.
I do.
I do. I do.
Do you really?
I did it the other day at HEB. I just couldn't hold it in.
Oh man, I don't know why
sorry.
it's so funny to me. I know everybody goes to the bathroom, but it just makes me laugh when it's loud and in public. That's the best. I'm a 13-year-old in some aspects, and I'm all right with that. I fully accept that, and I don't care what you think of me. I was telling you, Rob, yesterday. I was saying apparently Tortorella might not even be back for Vegas, and now it's official. He is not coming back as the Knights head coach. Dude showed up for like 30 games and
gone.
Well, what people will remember is he showed up and got them to the finals. The fact is,
a team that probably wasn't going to go to the finals. By the way, like.
He's a ride or die with his goalie, though, man. I mean, he did enough riding a bad goalie to a loss in the series where some guys would have been fired.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you had a great team here, and we handed you everything, and you screwed this up. But the way he's leaving, he'll be remembered fondly in that you helped us get there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If Bruce Cassidy were still coaching, I don't think they would have made it to the finals. I think that he lit a fire under him, like. They did not lose very much until the Stanley Cup final with him. They lost fewer games. I think they lost 5 games before the Stanley Cup final from when he took over. So I think he was like 33-9 or something crazy like that. Great. I mean, he did a great job, but yeah, it is funny. You just show up. Didn't work out. All right,
I'm out.
See you guys. Back to retirement.
That was
for
fun.
me.
I got a tea time. See y'all later.
Back to retirement for me.
Good gig to get, though, man. I'd be first in line. Like, y'all hiring?
Yeah, they'll. The word is they're going to hire the coach from the Henderson Silver Knights, who I found out just today. I was today years old when I found out the Henderson Silver Knights, who are the AHL affiliate. It's Henderson is like Henderson is to Vegas what Bernie is to San Antonio. Like
that's where every local lives.
It's connected.
Yeah,
like it's the same town basically.
Well, we've done a lot in San Antonio to try to improve the Las Vegas sporting scene. We've sent the Aces there, and you got our Rampage. So
I didn't know the Rampage were the Henderson Silver Knights.
That's what we're here to do. We're here to help out the Vegas types.
That's why San Antonio fans should be fans of Vegas because hey, that's our guys that are up there doing
good a reason as any.
You know, you got to pick a hockey team. Seems like one way to do it. Did you see what happened at the UFC White House thing?
About the
terror plot?
You see those morons, the pictures? And if your mother turned you in, you were probably serious in your mind, but you weren't a serious threat.
Yeah. So Tyson Proper, who's 19 years old, told federal investigators on June 11th that he intended to jumpstart a revolution in the U.S., with an attack that would begin with drone bombings over the north side of the arena on the White House lawn at the UFC event. Co-conspirators, the charging documents allege, plan to take up sniper positions overlooking southern evacuation routes and shoot high-value targets, including U.S. politicians the group identified as supporting Israeli interests.
All right.
He was hospitalized with homicidal ideations on the evening of June 10th after his mom called the cops, expressing concerns over his recent purchases of firearms, ammunition, and ballistic plates, his affiliation with a Christian extremist group on TikTok, preoccupation with Jeffrey Epstein and government corruption, online posts sympathetic to Adolf Hitler, and his stated intention to conduct hit-and-run missions.
Sounds like a stable dude to me. I'd hire him.
He's charged with, among other offenses, attempted murder on an officer or employee of the U.S., and federal criminal complaints include authorities arrested at least four other people in connection with the plot. And as a result of the investigation, a guy in Nebraska, 2 guys in California, and a guy in Missouri have all been arrested. He was using the moniker Shepherd online as the organizer of this group, and they were using coded terms to describe priority targets, including President Trump, J.D. Vance, Benjamin Netanyahu, whose attendance at the event had been rumored, and Elon Musk, and didn't quite work out. They were also planning on targeting some U.S. senators. None of them from Texas, but all Republicans. They learned of it 4 days before the event and were able to bring down the would-be attacker.
Yeah.
And who knows if he would have been able to pull this together.
Those idiots in
like,
jail.
the idea that a 19-year-old could pull this off is still like, sure, okay, good luck, buddy. But the idea that you're planning it out, it just goes to show nothing you do on the internet, even if you've got these apps that are encrypted or whatever, none of it's secret. The government knows what you're doing. The government knows when you cheat on your wife.
Your mom
The government
knew.
knows when you cheat on your taxes. Yeah, if your mom knew,
turned you in.
If your mom knew, the FBI knew. Like, come on,
And
man.
this is this version of the FBI.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. This version.
This version even knew.
Even they could figure it out.
Yeah.
We're not the only story from the UFC at the White House, as Alex Pereira, who was the big winner, the new heavyweight champion of the world,
knockout, baby.
He came out yesterday saying that Cyril Gane landed illegal blows to the back of his head, and he went after referee Herb Dean for allowing it to go on.
Wow.
Yeah, so Pereira said that the shots were illegal. He didn't understand. He said, I think if it weren't for those punches, I wouldn't be in that situation. When the jab landed, I fell and grabbed his legs. Throwing elbows and punches, the guy was desperate. He landed a punch that he couldn't even believe, and then he wanted to end the fight no matter what. The ref was there watching. The guy sees it's an illegal hit, but he's there thinking, bro, how can I stop this fight? Man, it's the regulations. It's in the rule book. You're wrong if you don't stop the illegal strikes. That's in the rules. What makes me more upset is that I warned him beforehand, but the guy doesn't have the guts. He's not a real man. Now, Tom Aspinall, who is the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, who looks like a match is lined up between him and Gane if he can ever come back from. He got poked in the eye when he fought Cyril Gane last time. He's been out since. He said at the time on YouTube, those elbows looked a bit illegal. Actually, they look very illegal. What is going on? So maybe some complaints about the.
Was there a fix in? Did Mr. Trump get a text?
Well, Daniel Cormier's got hacked, and that guy told him that he liked.
The other way.
Yeah, he liked the other way.
They were using code words.
Yeah, he was going the other route. So maybe, I don't know. All right, I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy. That's right, soccer underway, the World Cup getting down, and there is no better way to get in on the action than with Underdog Fantasy. I've been talking to you guys about this, that maybe you're not a big soccer guy. It doesn't matter. If you want to be interested in these games, Underdog is going to make these games a lot more interesting, because everything's a little more interesting when you got a little scratch on the game. And once you got some money on the game, you can't look away. Nothing else matters, and that's the whole point. It's just like every other game on Underdog. Higher or lower picks on goals, assists, shots on target. You can get in on every match and make the whole night better. And anyone who plays automatically entered for a shot at $25 million. 25 people are going to walk away with $1 million each if the USA wins it all. And the USA's 1-0. They got a shot, baby. It's a long shot, but hey, any shot's a good shot when you're talking about a chance at $1 million. Download the app today. Use my promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll get $50 in bonus entries when you play just $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks and win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are getting reports of a rollover accident on Babcock northbound at Callahan. 2 lanes closed. 410 northbound at Rigsby, that's a wreck left lane. Already a 20-minute delay. It's got you stop and go from South WW On 151 eastbound at 410, that stall has been moved off a main lane, off to the shoulder. And they just picked up that road work through Selma. 35 southbound FM 1518 to Evans has now reopened. Still have road work set up northbound 35 at Rittiman, exit lane blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Trouble sleeping lately? Upgrade to the great sleep you deserve at Mattress Firm's July 4th sale. Choose from a curated selection of top brands and let their sleep experts help you narrow it down. They make sleep easy.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
June 15th to the 21st is Men's Health Week. This is a time to focus on the health and well-being of men in our community. Men's health is shaped by relationships, partnerships, families, caregivers, friends, and communities at every stage of life. When men are supported with connection, education, and help, they seek care, stay engaged, and live healthier, longer lives. This Men's Health Week, Metro Health is recognizing that caring for men does not happen alone. Stronger connections lead to stronger health outcomes, especially for men. Visit sa.gov/health.
Soccer fans, you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch any big game with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. From World Cup to baseball to all the fights, get into the Roo Pub. And when you show up at the Roo, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Mandatory minicamps run through Thursday, and franchise tag wide receiver George Pickens was in attendance. He was asked about training camp, and he said he won't hold out this season and plans to play on the tag. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice was released after serving his 30-day jail sentence for violating probation in his car crash last season in Dallas. And finally, tough news in Austin. The Texas Longhorns were eliminated from Omaha as they fell 2-0 to the Georgia Bulldogs.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey. This is the most Florida thing ever.
That's a bold statement.
An accidental shooting was reported early Tuesday morning at a home in the Redlands, which is Miami-Dade County. A shooting was reported just before 2:30 a.m. A local 10 news crew went to the scene and saw multiple deputies outside the home. And they had said that they had heard a gunshot and then screaming. But the neighbor said, I often hear those noises coming from that house. I just didn't think it was anything that serious.
It's a little gunplay.
Imagine, Vic, your neighbors, you hear a gunshot, then you hear screaming. Would that be normal for you? Is that normal?
Oh, yeah, that's normal in Flea Bottom.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, where I live, that would
I
be...
just turn over and go to bed.
That would be a weird thing.
Turn over.
You check the wall to see if any of the bullets went through your wall.
Yeah.
It's all good.
And that did happen
good.
a few years ago. There was a chase going to my neighborhood, and bullets hit my garage.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, the cops were there. I was like, yeah, you can see the bullet hole here. It hit the brick. So they were looking for the bullet, with, I don't know, they were just all there with like a black light or something. They were trying to find the bullets. And they found one, and it broke my neighbor's car window.
Damn.
Yeah, this was about 7-8 years ago.
Jeez, you do live in Flea Bottom.
Hit the dirt,
yeah, but
baby.
it's normal.
It's not normal, trust me. The deputies later confirmed that the homeowner had accidentally shot himself while handling his gun. Listen, if it's 2:30 in the morning, there's not a lot of reasons for you to be handling your gun. I mean, there's one. An intruder has come into your home.
Unless you're running for your life or you're preparing to shoot something to eat.
But I like to picture him like trying to do Billy the Kid style spins on his finger. Like he's trying to do the cool gun spinny things.
Yeah.
And he shot himself in the leg. He was airlifted in critical condition. His identity has not been released. But my favorite part of the story was, we hear that kind of stuff all the time. I just didn't think it was a big deal.
Just another night in paradise. And so I shot back.
All right.
He didn't call me. He called on me, so I don't call
Just
on him.
normal behavior.
I live out in a place where I hear there's obviously somebody close to me who's got to set up his own personal gun range.
I mean, where you live is a little bit different because
you can hear it like, man, that's shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody is legitimately sighting in a weapon.
And you know what? It's not that. I guess that's not that big of a deal. Like where you live, I mean,
it's always a little disconcerting to hear gunshots unless you're hunting, and then it's only one.
Or it's like
figure out where
pest control, or like
if you're unloading a clip for pest control, you got problems.
So these guys are doing like semi-auto weapons.
Dude,
like
it sounds like it's
like
rapid
somebody's
fire.
got an M4 out there.
Yeah, it's not like just one sight, scope, adjust, another shot. It's bang, 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 bang.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. Are there laws out there against that?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
Texas.
It's in the county. Yeah, we're in Texas, damn. But it's never comfortable. Like this dude aims high, it might come my direction.
Got another story here in Orange County, Florida.
Right.
A Florida couple, Stephen Mills and Tiffany Score, have filed an emergency lawsuit against an Orlando fertility clinic. They did an IVF procedure they used their own egg and sperm to create 3 viable embryo at the clinic. Mm-hmm. And in March of last year, one of the embryo were implanted in Score, resulting in a successful full-term pregnancy. The baby came out on December 11th, 2025, and displayed, I'll word it the way they worded in the story. Not the way that I was going to word it with the picture. The baby displayed physical characteristics of a child who was not racially Caucasian, despite both Mills and Score being Caucasian. Oh, no. So these 2 white folks went to an IVF clinic, had his sperm and her egg put together and implanted in her, and the baby came out black.
Wow.
Now this is one of the rare times. This is one of the rare times where you see the picture and you know when they first posted these photos to Instagram, what every dude was saying about this guy. Like, buddy, man. Hey,
was it Dr. Black? No.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're the dad? Well, turns out looks like maybe he's not the dad. Months later, testing confirmed the genetic parents of the baby And it is not them. Shocking development. A new court filing now shows the couple has reached a custody agreement with the genetic parents.
It's so sad.
How crazy is this?
It's so sad.
The birth parents will remain the girl's permanent custodial parents, but the genetic parents are going to have visitation?
Well, I mean, genetically, it's their child.
I mean,
this is very strange, man. Bold new world with bioethics. I don't know which way you go on this.
This fertility clinic of Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
They're about to be.
Yeah, I'm going to own that building.
Yeah, that's my new building.
Put my name first, like Trump.
Yeah.
This is now
the Rob
mine.
Thompson Fertility Center of Orlando.
Now mine, and all the boys now on going to have funny gray marks in their beard.
Oh my! What a crazy story. I don't know what you do though.
I don't know how you go about it, because certainly you carried the child to term, so you certainly have, but it's not genetically yours. It was a mistake.
I like how the parents became suspicious when the baby did not present as racially Caucasian. I'm suspicious about this. I want to know which parent first brought up said suspicion.
I think he's not been in there too long. He's ripe.
Yeah, something's going on with this baby. This baby's black. Yeah, these guys. This fertility clinic is.
So is there somebody out there going to have a white baby that's not theirs? Did they misplace eggs, or did they?
So what they did was they tested the other two successful implants, and they both belong to the black couple. So they've transferred those back to the black couple now. So they're like, hey, you guys,
good, congratulations.
Hey,
more opportunities.
Here you go. I mean, I get you're trying to make it right. There's no making this right.
There's not.
There's no fix. They talk about how they emphasize the importance of the first few months with a newborn for bonding, which is why they're trying to get on this quickly, but they're trying to identify that who got the patient's embryos. They're trying to identify how this came to be. But yeah, like you said, this is a disaster for this clinic. They are in serious now. They're going to provide further information on its efforts to identify how this could have happened. We're not sure how this mistake was made, but we're going to get to the bottom of it.
On Jenkins' last day,
I don't know. You screwed up.
You fired him and let him do one more label.
I'll show them.
Yeah.
Oh, you're firing me, you say?
All right.
Baby. What a disaster. Yeah, there's no good way around it.
There were those of us in college that made money a lot of different ways.
Did you donate?
Yeah.
Really?
So you wonder.
I would wonder too. I never did that.
No, it was. I signed 100 different things. As far as what could be done with it,
but you'll never know, really. Mm-mm. Well, what happens if 23andMe they reach out to you someday?
You wonder. Seriously.
How would your wife feel about it?
She knew. That's how I paid for the dates.
But if some 30-year-old dude shows up at your house and is like, Dad?
There was a bunch of us that did. I mean, one told the other, so there was 5 or 6 of us that would donate. Man. So we all had that discussion. You ever wonder?
I've never done that.
I wonder.
Yeah. I've only done the post-vasectomy sample.
Well,
that was it.
This was back in the old school days where you got a magazine.
Oh, yeah.
It was back in the 90s.
I always wondered about that. Was the magazine was it sealed in a bag?
No, they were just in there.
They were reused amongst people?
Oh, yeah. They were just in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not it's a pretty sterile environment, trust me.
Yeah, but the magazine ain't sterile.
No, you're right. But they're not they don't appear to be used. They're replaced quite often.
Okay, well that's good.
If my memory serves.
Yeah, the one I used was cherry.
Oh, you had your choice.
You're Vic's into filth.
You had your choice.
Yeah.
Vic, Playboy's for kids.
When you used to go to the library and they had the hardcover
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
outside and like the metal thing that would clamp
Like
them
a
in.
binding?
Yeah, the binder, and it was like hard, so you didn't know what the magazine was. There was like they were dark covered magazines.
Oh, yeah,
so they're
yeah,
just
yeah.
like stacked there like black binders, and then you'd open up and it would be like Cherry or Wii or whatever.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
had their thing, so
Like, could
Yeah, I
you
remember-
ask for a new one? Like, hey, this isn't working for me.
It was it was a
basically.
crazy setup because you never actually saw anybody. You would walk in and you had a number, and then there would be like one person behind like a window. You'd put that thing in, and they'd say, "All right," and then the door would like, and you'd go in, and then there'd be another door, it'd open up, and then
What kind of money did you make?
it was good enough to where we looked forward to it. It was
Like $100?
It was around that, but this is early '90s. I don't think it was 100, but it was
75 a pop?
75 pretty much. Yeah, it was enough to where, but you could only donate like every 2 weeks, or there was and you had to promise that you had abstained and all this other kind of stuff. But yeah,
Oh, I'm sure you were fulfilling that promise.
for some of us it
Yeah.
wasn't a problem, but
and
others
some free
it was.
music from Columbia House.
This was I was having to pay off my CD bill.
I
So-
should start doing that. I should go to donate sperm, and then like, how long do you think it would take them to figure out that I've got a vasectomy?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we
you
should both go.
No,
right?
what happens is you provide the first one and they test it. They do all,
first shot's free?
They're checking motility and all the other kind of stuff, so you get a little bit of an update on your own personal health.
And they don't pay you for that one, huh?
No, I think we got something, but it wasn't. I think it was just for like time served. It wasn't for the full donation. You know what I mean?
Okay, but if I can get $25 to go,
Yeah,
take care of my business.
And nobody looks sideways at you. But it's weird.
you
You'd go
need
in
gas money.
and you'd really
Yeah,
never
and
see
you hit
anybody.
enough clinics, it adds
Oh
up.
man, you can make like.
You know how many days in a row I could do this? I mean,
Well, there was a certain level at which you
I'm a
had to be able to
machine.
donate.
what do you mean?
You had to
to
give
provide a certain amount?
Yeah, there was a certain amount that
Oh,
was
that's
required.
not a problem
well,
for me.
I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
saying,
not a
maybe
problem.
not the first time, but I'm just saying on that third visit. You
Well,
might
if I
not
did
have
3
enough in the
visits in
tank.
one day,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
but
You might not
I
have
mean,
enough
if I go the next day, I'll be fully recovered.
I don't recall
I'm
that ever
fully
being a problem,
recharged.
but I do remember, yeah.
I don't need 2 weeks recovery time. That's too much.
Nah, I just need a day.
Yeah, give me
One-
the next
24
day.
We're
hours.
talking about college kids, man. I need 15 minutes.
Oh,
5
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
But no, it was a very sterile situation, if I recall.
Yeah, that's a wild
Remember,
story.
they would pay you with a check.
Oh, a check?
Yeah.
I want that cash.
typed
Man, give me that
out.
hard cash.
Check.
What and what's the
Well, you knew when you saw the check. You'd go to the HEB, and it was like a certain color, like a pink check.
Uh-huh.
You knew it was from the medical studies.
It had that little,
But it could have been any number of things.
like
but
the little splash emojis.
That was the original eggplant.
What's this for? Splash, splash,
Yeah,
splash.
it was like I forget what it was called, but it was like something medical science something or
Oh,
other.
that's
But you
funny.
could go to the HEB because you
And
could
they
check right
knew.
then, and there'd be dudes standing in line. We're all looking at each other like, "What did you give?"
And you were dating your wife at the time,
It was I mean,
and she knew you were doing this.
I think it was fairly. She was aware. I don't think it was. Yeah, she knew.
Okay, you don't seem certain.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to. I know that we were dating. I don't know how serious we were at the time.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm just picturing the idea of some kid showing up at your house, or like,
you wonder. You really do. Like, I wonder what's
like
going on out
if
there.
he's like, "Hey, would you be a father to me?" How would you respond?
Is there any financial responsibility to this at all?
I just want to move in
Because if you
I just want to be a part of your family,
come
Dad.
on, can you push a mower?
I'm going to send my son over to you and just say, "Hey, I got this. I'll forge some documents." All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
You know, Arasti providers are opening every day around San Antonio and have been for years because what they do is so successful. If you're dealing with pain, there is no better fix than a Arasti provider. It's because of what they do and how they handle you. It's very different from your modern doctor. You're not going to be trucked in, seen for 5 minutes, given a couple of pills, and told to call back if it doesn't stop in a couple of days. That's not how Arasti works. You walk in, get a full-on evaluation, hands-on, man. They're going to find out why you're hurting and where you're hurting, and they're going to go ahead and fix the problem. It's amazing how quick it works. You'd have thought it had been something that would have been typical in every doctor's office. It's not. That's why they're so successful. They accept most insurances, and here's the good news. You don't need a referral. You can call them today and see them today. So write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. The website is a great resource. It is Arasti.com, spelled AIRROSTI. There's a map of all the local providers. I bet there's one less than 10 minutes from where you are now. Listen, there is no reason to live with pain. Don't let it keep you out of your life. Call Arasti today. They're going to get you fixed, and when they do, come on by. Thank me later.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We've got a rollover accident on the northwest side at Babcock at Callahan. Still have 2 lanes closed. 35 northbound Rittiman, that's a stall. It's now off to the shoulder, so main lanes are getting by. Road work at 35 northbound, the off-ramp to Rittiman, that's blocked. Noticing some delays on 1604 northbound Calabria to Houseman. Should take you about 10-12 minutes. About 7-8 minutes, 1604 westbound Judson on over to 281. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by USPS Ground Advantage. We mean business.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast.
Pump up the volume.
When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
An accident can leave you struggling to pay for medical bills. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe you deserve justice no matter your financial situation. That's why you don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Looking for your new favorite spot in Stone Oak? Head to Doghouse Beer Garden for the best gourmet all-beef hot dogs, handcrafted sausages, and premium smash burgers, all on grilled King's Hawaiian rolls. And check out their brand new menu. Watch all the games at Doghouse Beer Garden, Stone Oak. It's a full-service bar and grill with 24 rotating craft beers on draft, plus wine and signature cocktails. Open late for summer at Stone Oak Parkway in 281. See for yourself why this is where being in the Doghouse is fun. The Doghouse Beer Garden in Stone Oak.
The world's biggest soccer showdown is here, and Novo Brewery is San Antonio's ultimate place to watch. Over 80 feet of massive LED screens, craft beer, hard kombucha on tap, and a food menu built for the moment. Novo Brewery attached to North Star Mall and at novobrew.com.
Summer's hottest deals are officially here at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a $369 a month lease payment on a 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom. Right now, 0% APR for 60 months on any 2026 Silverado 1500. Or get 2.9% financing on the 2026 Traverse or Trax LT. Together, let's drive. North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes from Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for the rights of San Antonians for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here. What is something you see often as a personal injury attorney and protecting your clients?
The one thing we always see without fault in a case is that the insurance company will always reach out to them soon after the collision and they try to get them to agree to a low settlement. They try to get them to agree to signing a piece of paper. They want them essentially to sign their rights away without ever even consulting with an attorney, right? In the grand scheme of things, if you sign a piece of paper, you're signing your future interest away. So that's why it's so important to call the Gomez Law Firm, because we make sure we protect your rights and you're not signing your life away, you're not signing your rights away.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then call the Gomez Law Firm first, 210-736-4040, or visit joegomezlaw.com. Protect your family and protect your rights.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run, because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
June 15th to the 21st is Men's Health Week. This is a time to focus on the health and well-being of men in our community. Men's health is shaped by relationships, partnerships, families, caregivers, friends, and communities at every stage of life. When men are supported with connection, education, and help, they seek care, stay engaged, and live healthier, longer lives. This Men's Health Week, Metro Health is recognizing that caring for men does not happen alone. Stronger connections lead to stronger health outcomes, especially for men. Visit sa.gov/health.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Plumbers, today will be a good day. You will be profitable. Your clients will be nice. No one will stand over you and tell you how to fix the thing they actually hired you to fix. You will also feel at peace after switching to Progressive, America's #1 commercial auto insurer. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Number one commercial auto insurer from the NAIC's 2024 National Premium Data.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And right now, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs went down in flames and a bunch of people saw it. It was the most watched NBA final since 1998 when the Bulls and Jazz tangled. Jordan finished up his final title in Chicago. The Spurs-Knicks averaged 26 million viewers and peaked at 33 million in the finals. In the NFL, the Cowboys filled their final available roster spots, signing UFL veteran offensive lineman Chris Glazer. He played 8 games last year for the Columbus Aviators.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Hello there. Hello. Happy hump. It's not even really a hump day because
we're well beyond that.
Friends,
it's a small Wednesday.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Some of us, it's Friday.
Yeah, we got some. You're not even going to be here tomorrow.
I'm headed toward the great West Texas sunset.
Vic and I will be doing the show alone tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then none of us will do the show on Friday. We're going to.
We're celebrating Juneteenth the appropriate way.
That's right. Juneteenth. We'll be taking it off, and you guys you'll be on your own. You'll be stuck with whoever's on national. I don't know who it is these days, but
the other guys that couldn't get off work.
Yeah, it's going to be the scrubby dubs.
It is. That's how we all got into it, though. That's how we got started. I worked a lot of holidays. I did. I worked a lot of New Year's days and Christmas days, filling in national. That's how you get your spot, man. That's how you work this business.
Not me. I was just uber talented from the beginning.
I started out doing. I've done some late night national shows where I'm across one side of the country and had like 8 people listening. You could tell. Like, we got a caller coming in from Butte, Montana.
Oh, God.
Welcome in, Festus.
That's terrible. Yeah, I was at one point. I got asked to fill back. My company owned the company that owned my radio station also owned what at the time was the Yahoo Sports Network.
Yeah.
And then it's since become it's been multiple things since then.
Is this Gal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they had asked me to fill in one time on network, and they didn't make that mistake twice because apparently you can't do you can't tell jokes really on network radio because everybody's very sensitive.
Yeah, you got a lot of mid-market owners you got to please above and beyond program directors.
And it's mostly in small towns, like at Bible Belt towns where they don't take kindly to the kind of humor that I take kindly to. So there was enough complaints that they were like, maybe we'll pull you off that. You don't have to do that anymore.
In the early 2000s, man, I'd get a call. You want to work Christmas Day? Shoot, yeah, put me on.
Man, I saw this story pop up, and it was interesting to me because it happened in Oxnard, California.
Spent a lot of time in that beautiful town.
A kidnapping happened almost 4 decades ago, and there was a man who was kidnapping with intent to commit robbery with enhancements for allegedly using a firearm, and that the crime involved great violence and the victim was particularly vulnerable when the crime was committed. And so basically, in 1990, June 11th, 1990, a victim was approached by 2 armed men who pulled this gal from her car, threw her down a hill. One of them robbed and sexually assaulted her.
Good grief.
Despite collecting evidence at the time, police were unable to identify the attackers, and the case went cold. So it was never closed.
We have some lingering DNA evidence?
Because that evidence was carefully maintained for more than 30 years, it was still available when new DNA technology became available of providing answers that simply weren't available in 1990. And although prosecutors said the statute of limitations for the alleged sexual assault expired years ago, evidence collected in the crime would be key in finding a suspect. Well, after more than 3 decades, that man has been revealed, and an arrest has been made. A 55-year-old man has been arrested out of Long Beach, California, charged with kidnapping.
Okay, so the kidnapping still holds, but the assault does not?
The assault does not, but he is still going to be charged with kidnapping. Although, I mean, listen, they're going to have to play this. He's been charged with kidnapping with an intent to commit robbery, and he used a firearm in the act. So
that escalates.
That escalates it. So now, and they say it's a vulnerable victim, so that all those things still are able to be stuck. But how about that?
You're just going to work.
36 years later, you did some dumb stuff when you were 19, and then you're a 55-year-old dude, probably got a house, a family, a mortgage.
Let's hope that dude
a pet pug, and,
and done good deeds the rest of his life to atone. Let's hope. I tend to doubt it.
I tend to doubt it too.
I tend to doubt that we didn't get you that one, but we're going to get you on something.
But yeah, how about that? 36 years later.
I think, given, and this is esoteric conversation, given the technology available now, I do think that we do need to revisit the statute of limitations on some of these crimes.
Yeah.
That before, it made sense. Because we just needed to clear the books. That's why they put those arbitrary limitations on things, because we just couldn't have everything piling up. Now we can fix this. We can actually solve those things given the tech. So I do think there are some of those things that we need to revisit. Others, no. I think there should be a statute.
Yeah. I also wonder, how, obviously 36 years isn't too long, but, how long can DNA evidence be maintained and, be trustworthy?
I think we're starting to find every day is longer than we, it's new because we didn't know up until 20.
Because remember, they caught that Golden State Killer with this same stuff. He was throwing away his Starbucks cup, and they dug it out of the trash and said, "Yep, that's our guy."
Well, the crazy part of that is there's a term for these types. There's something genetic detectives or something like that, and they found the Golden State Killer because a relative of his did the 23andMe.
Yeah,
and that relative had enough of the relationship, the DNA codes that they knew he was part of the family.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even him. They just tracked him to
It's
that
like
with the cup.
his
Just because your
something.
cousin decided to go ahead and do that, they finally found him. And that is an amazing part of that new modern true crime stuff.
Yeah.
That these people are getting caught just because you had a nephew that you didn't even know 150 miles from you decided to find out who their uncle was, and it turned out to be a serial killer, and they got you.
Imagine now, Rob, to take it all the way back.
They could come knocking on my door.
They come knock on your door and say, "Hey, your son has committed a horrendous crime," and you get mad at Jack and Clay, and it turns out it's one of those kids
one of those hundreds out there.
Yeah, one of those ones you spurted into a tube back in the day.
Limping around with bad joints and teeth.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. How are his knees? Terrible? One of mine.
Yeah, gray beard.
Gray weird beard, and weird birthmark.
No, his knees are fine. He's got hook foot, though.
Really bad, really horrendous feet. It is.
He's one of mine, then.
Atrocious.
Couldn't run, could he? Nope.
We showed up, and he limped away very quickly.
Does he limp around and he's bad with money? Oh, yeah, that's one of mine.
Financially irresponsible.
Irresponsible beyond belief. That's mine right there.
Yeah. I always laugh. You said something to me one of the first couple of weeks we were working together, and now pretty much every time I use a paper towel as a napkin. I remember you said I've got the paper towel habit of a much wealthier man. One of my favorite lines you've ever given out is I'll use paper towels for anything. I've got the paper towel habit of a very wealthy man. I just go burn through them. So now I'm like, do I need a paper towel for this job? Maybe I don't. Maybe this is a tissue job.
Gotta count my pennies.
Rob's like, I need 4-ply for this job. 4-ply. All right, but yeah, I thought that was wild especially in Oxnard it's hard to picture something like that happening. Although I think the part of Oxnard that we see is very different than other parts of Oxnard.
There's this little retirement community and the Navy base, but right off that it's migrant farmers. It is the strawberry. It is the valley the fertile valley of California, and it is. I'm telling you, there are miles of strawberry fields.
Yeah,
miles and miles, and somebody got to pick them.
Yeah, but it's funny because like when I think of Oxnard, I think of like this beautiful beach community where there's a bunch of golf courses,
like Malibu.
Yeah. But then like
1 mile off the highway,
and we've gone like as Rob and I have toured like Ubered around trying to find breweries and stuff like that. You go, oh wow, that's the same town you're telling me.
Yeah, a little rough over here.
Yeah, I mean it's like there's parts of San Antonio that you go, wow, what a great part of town, and then you go and you're like, oh, this is also San Antonio.
I've always defined Oxnard is the Port Aransas to Los Angeles.
Okay,
yeah, I think it really. I mean, there's some nice areas, but it's a beach town, and it's got its beach, and then you got the migrant labor part.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not all beautiful golf courses, but that part is beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some really nice parts of Oxnard.
All right, I got to tell you about the Gunslingers, baby. San Antonio, if you're not aware, you've got a professional indoor football team. The San Antonio Gunslingers down at the Freeman Coliseum. Now, we're in a time where you're going to have to go a couple weeks without them. They're on the road. They're on a road trip. Not the rodeo road trip, but it's just the Gunslinger road trip. I will got to come up with a better name for it. But when they come back, they're going to be ready to go at the Freeman. And games run throughout the spring and the summer. It's fast-paced, hard-hitting football action, and you are right on top of it. That's my favorite part about this, is you are literally on top of the game, and it's air conditioning. I'm big on that. The game's played in a cool, comfortable indoor arena. You don't have to sit out there in the heat and burn up. You get football right here at home. It's a great experience for the families. Young football fans, anyone looking for something to do in San Antonio, it is a great thing. And it's not ultra expensive either, man. It's an affordable day out for the family. Check out tickets at sanantoniogunslingers.com. You can follow the San Antonio Gunslingers on social media. San Antonio Gunslingers, your indoor pro football team.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
When I started in TV, I started the year the Spurs drafted Tim Duncan. In the locker room, again, covering the Utah Jazz side of the building, and I'm looking there, and it's about to go live. Tyrone Corbin walks by butt naked. I mean, without a stitch on. And so, I turn around, and I'm like, this dude, horses were jealous. Are you kidding me? I was like, holy cow. My mouth dropped. I don't get any, not like that. But this guy, I guarantee you, Mr. Ed would be jealous. That guy was well endowed.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, there's nothing I hate more than dishonest business practices. So I built the company GiveMeTheVin.com around this slogan. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. At GiveMeTheVin.com, we show up at your house, check in hand, pay off your payoff. It's just that simple. GiveMeTheVin.com. We're the only 5-star BBB rated card buyer out there.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Here it comes. Surprise! There's an avocado shortage! Now half your food truck menu is costing more than it's making you! Also, you're out of napkins!
Those aren't cheap! Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise? Saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, an ice cream truck stole your parking spot! Looks like you're in a turf war!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Here at Academy, we're putting the outdoors back in Academy Sports and Outdoors, especially for firearms and ammo. Whether you're punching paper at the range or heading to the field before sunrise, you'll find what you're looking for and probably a few things you didn't know you needed. Trusted brands, tons of options, and undefeatable prices. Right now for Father's Day, get up to $100 off the best brands in firearms through June 21st. Academy. Fun can't lose. Age restrictions apply. Remember to always keep it safe.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
It was only a kiss. Hey, good morning, guys. Got a little update for you, Rob.
I like updates.
On the Brazilian bungee jumper.
Oh God! I heard.
It was AI.
This story actually.
No.
You didn't think it could get worse? It actually can.
How?
21-year-old Maria Eduardo Rodriguez de Freitas.
She can evidently bounce.
She was the one who was thrown off the bridge in Sao Paulo without a safety rope. Wait, why are you laughing at that?
No, I just
that's not funny, Vic. It's not funny. That's sad.
Jesus.
Jeez, you're such a cold
What's
person.
wrong with her jumping off a bridge?
One of the instructors charged in the death had previously joked about throwing bodies off the bridge, including filming a stunt at the same site where the woman died. What? Luis Egorov filmed and shared a video on Instagram showing him and other instructors hurling a black bag made to look like a dead body off of Skeleton Bridge.
It's called Skeleton Bridge?
Yes.
All right.
The video is titled Hiding the Body. It was posted on social media in September of 2022. And, then 4 years later, they actually threw this gal off. And, of course, now it's resurfaced.
Well, did you hear that the first person that got to her, she was still alive?
No way.
Yeah, she was alive when they found her.
Oh, my God. That's
bounced.
terrible.
Yes.
It isn't clear how many, who all was involved in the video, but there have been three of the instructors who are charged basically with her death. And they were transferred from a regional prison to another detention center in Sao Paulo at the request of their lawyer. They said it was done to preserve the physical integrity of the accused, which basically means these guys were probably going to get murdered.
Oh man!
But
yeah, see, it's funny,
dude.
This is such a crazy story, but. Now, when they asked them whose job was it
wasn't mine
to tie her on, they all said, I don't remember.
It was that guy, not me.
I don't know that I don't remember whose job it was.
Not the best answer.
No. So she 130 feet, and her fiance was watching.
Yeah, I remember seeing. Yeah, he's right behind her.
I think he might have been the one who videoed it. Yeah.
He looked like he would notice there's no rope attached. Did you see that?
That whole thing.
I'll be honest.
Why doesn't anybody notice? There's nothing, especially her. Some of it is on you. You
don't feel nothing around your ankles
or
or
nothing on you at all.
Yeah.
You didn't notice. There's no harness. Nothing strapped to your feet, to your waist. Nothing. You're just gonna climb up and swan dive off the top of these guys' arms
with no backup chute.
Yeah, I'm next. Let's go.
So here's what they said about it. The instructors told investigators that they, quote, blacked out and couldn't remember who was supposed to attach the safety line. They said Felicio Egoroff told authorities that he and Fernandez Sintra were responsible for attaching the rope, but claimed that he can't remember the moments after he took the lead while inching her to the edge. After that, it erased from my mind. Sintra is the one who was at the back of the three, was holding her by her feet. He said they would typically flip-flop between who tethered the rope. That's a bad strategy.
Anybody who's been in the military knows that's a bad idea. You have one job, you do that one job all the time.
He says, it's us three on the job. I can't understand at what moment I didn't see the rope. I simply cannot understand. Yeah, if everybody has the same job all the time and, like, you know your role, things like this don't happen.
Absolutely.
Like, if it was your job, like, let's say you've got a kid. Vic, how old are your grandkids?
Let's see. They are 5 and 4.
Okay. Let's say the 4-year-old, it's your job to make sure they are dressed from the waist up. And it's your wife's job to make sure they're dressed from the waist down when they leave the house.
Right.
And it's always you've always got the same job.
I'm the shirt guy.
You're the shirt guy.
I'm the shirt guy and combing the hair.
She's the pants and shoes guy.
Okay.
Well, if one day you put the shirt on and the pants don't get done, like when the cops and your kid goes out or your grandkid walks out of the house with no pants, and people are like, dude, what's going on? Why isn't your kid wearing pants? Why is his dong hanging out?
Yeah.
You can say, well,
not my job.
You can say that's not my wife. My wife is supposed to be the pants person. If jobs are mixed and matched, there's just too much confusion. You got to know your roles.
Yeah,
everyone's got to know their roles. The worst is like when they throw her off the bridge and then the camera looks down at the rope and the rope's not moving. And then someone says, guys, the rope. And then they go, oh. Then they act like they're going to reach for the rope. Like that's going to do you any good.
I know.
Like, oh, wait. It's a little late to do that.
Did they put their hand
late for that one.
Yeah, the video I keep seeing it just cuts off right after that. You don't see anything else, like their reactions if their hands are on their head or, like, oh no.
I'm not a very adventurous guy when it comes to that anyway. Like I've never been the type like, hey, you want to go paragliding?
Yeah, see me neither. No,
I've never wanted to. Now, no. The likelihood
really
of me ever bungee jumping was at like 0.001% before this happened.
Here's my thing.
Now, you wouldn't even. And first of all, let's go bungee jump off of Skeleton Bridge.
My first instinct was, this is a horrific accident. It's very sad.
Now, this sounds like there might be a devious plan.
Well, think about this. If the three of us did this, and let's say that Rob and I had talked about, we're going to throw this gal off the bridge. And Vic just thought we were doing our jobs. Vic's like, oh, I don't know.
All right.
And then we throw this gal off the bridge, and we go, oh, no. And then Rob and I run into the woods. We run to the woods and hide. We're trying to hide in a rainforest and just leave you behind, Vic.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't you pretty suspicious about what we're up to?
What were you guys doing?
They had to find, two of them ran away.
I thought both of y'all had the runs.
They had to. They got to be tracked down by a military helicopter.
Keeping in mind, we also have a video out there of us pretending like we're throwing a dead body off.
Yeah, dude, these dudes are. Now, I don't know if all of them are in on it.
What country is this in?
Brazil.
Oh.
But I'm telling you now, if it was an accident, why the hell are you running away? Like, you know what I mean?
Nothing wrong. Yeah.
Well,
you did something wrong,
but
it's an accident. It's an accident. Now
it's called involuntary.
You run away and hide. Now it feels kind of.
It went from involuntary to voluntary.
Feels kind of murdery.
Right.
And if I'm the third guy, I'm pissed.
Oh, I'm dropping
like,
dime.
Yeah, like I'd make it up. I'd be like, hey, these guys said.
And I'm pretty sure they'd been drinking.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's going on with these guys. I thought they were joking around, but they're like, oh yeah, let's just throw her off. And I was like, it's not my job to clip her on, so I didn't know. I just kept going. But then they were like,
I'm the carry guy.
Yeah, I'm the head man, so I'm in the danger zone, so I focus on me. No.
And then she was alive.
That's the worst part, man.
Did I do it wrong?
Yes.
Yes, you did this wrong.
Yeah, like I think they forgot to attach the rope. It's sad she eventually
or
died.
Or did the husband pay the guys?
Oh, no, the fiance.
Yeah, or there
you
we
never
go.
want to get rid of a fiance. It's easy to get rid of a fiance if you're like you could just say, "Hey, I don't want to be married anymore." They don't get half your stuff. There's no big deal.
Yeah.
But if he, I don't think I can blame him. Now, if they were married, he would be a very suspicious fella. But now I think my suspicion on him as an investigator, I think I'm going to clear him. The two guys that ran away, I got real questions.
Yeah, primary. Get over here.
Third guy is the guy I would press to try to drop the dime on the other two. That's what I'd be doing if I were an investigator. If I were the police.
Do you think every carnival across the country pulled all their carnies together and had a safety briefing the last couple of days?
No.
Do you think they gathered them all together?
No.
Like, you guys,
There's one of those at Schlitterbahn.
Everybody gathered together.
A carny?
No, like I think it was, a couple years ago we went. It was the one where they just lunge you.
I've done that.
Kind of like that.
They took it down.
Okay.
The one with the two big posts.
Yes.
And you like swing through. You swing out over.
My
it.
wife wanted to do that. I'm like, are you crazy?
Hell no.
Yeah, me and my son did that.
Yeah, I can't. No.
You did it at the rodeo. No, it was at
Fiesta. I did that too. Yeah. I did that.
But
I also did the one at Schlitterbahn.
No.
You're gliding out all over the whole park. You can see the whole park out there, and then they took that down. Which is, I mean,
see,
it's a massive contraption. What do you do with that when you take it down? Like,
where do you put it?
I don't know. Ship it to Brazil and install it at the Skeleton Bridge.
I know. Would you take a dead man's curve on the way over there?
Take all that stuff down there. Then forgot to ship the harness stuff.
Skeleton Bridge. It sounds like something from like Indiana Jones
or Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, it sounds like Scooby Doo.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Old man Carruthers didn't harness her.
All right, let's take a quick break. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor. He has been now for several years. Now, I first met him back in 2016. He was getting the Institute for Functional Health off the ground. And what was making his name was his ability to get guys like me to lose weight. The guys like me who'd never had any success and really didn't think they could. He guided me through a process I didn't think I could do. And 10 years later, let me tell you, not only has he become my physician, he's become a good friend. Because I've never known anybody that cared so much about their patients' everyday health. And the Institute for Functional Health is aptly named. He taught me a new relationship with food. It has nothing to do with GLP-1 shots or pills. I learned how to eat, what to eat, when to eat, and my relationship with food changed and the weight started to come off. If it's time for you to lose weight and you don't want to commit to the dollars that it takes to lose weight with the pills and shots, and you're wondering, what am I going to do when I get off the pills and shots? I want you to call Dr. Torres and let him explain to you how you can lose weight and keep it off for the rest of your life, living healthier and better. Call him today. The number's 210-468-1891. His website, IFFhealth.com, a valuable resource. If it's time, you know it is. Call Dr. Torres. He'll change your life. And when he does, come on by. Thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot at Loop 410 northbound Bandera Road. They did move this wreck off to the shoulder, still causing about a 20-25 minute delay. Stop and go from 151. Babcock at Callahan, we're still dealing with that rollover accident. 2 lanes closed. 35 northbound at Rittiman, that's a stall off to the shoulder. And road work 35 north on the off-ramp to Rittiman, that is still blocked. Definitely slowing down 1604 westbound Judson to 281, I-10 eastbound between Camp Bullis on over to UTSA Boulevard, and 1604 northbound Calabria to Houseman, about 10 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. eBay is home to millions of finds, and each one becomes part of your story. From your favorite vintage band tee to the dream car you've been searching for or the foul ball you heroically gave away. It's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, low energy, low sex drive, low motivation. 100% of them can get it all back and feel like themselves again at Synergenics, whose providers are experts in hormone health. They work to tailor their TRT plans to make sure levels are where they need to be so every patient can feel great, look great, and live their best lives. They accept most insurance plans. Get your energy, focus, and drive back by booking your free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. That's Synergenics.com.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car or truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
This Father's Day, put the focus on Dad's happy place, his garage. Shop more ways to organize, more ways to build, and more ways to spend time together, with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him a rolling toolbox or a wall-mounted organizer to keep it all in place. Or save on power tools like the Ryobi 2-tool driver drill combo kit for just $99. Make Father's Day about building something together with a little help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, it is day 2 of the Cowboys minicamp in Frisco. We'll hear from some of the players. And is Wemby the face of the NBA already? Or does he have a ways to go? We'll discuss. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Mandatory minicamps run through Thursday, and franchise tag wide receiver George Pickens was in attendance. He was asked about training camp, and he said he won't hold out this season and plans to play on the tag. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice was released after serving his 30-day jail sentence for violating probation in his car crash last season in Dallas. And finally, tough news in Austin. The Texas Longhorns were eliminated from Omaha as they fell 2-0 to the Georgia Bulldogs.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Did you hear the glee in Rob's voice when the Texas Longhorns were eliminated from Omaha?
Oh. There is no joy in Mudville. Although that wasn't terrible news.
You didn't feel bad about it. You said
I wasn't
horrible, awful, terrible news out of Austin.
I wasn't that Indian standing next to a polluted river crying.
No.
There wasn't a tear falling.
No.
Yeah. I didn't weep for the loss, but you know.
Bevo goes home.
To the slaughterhouse?
Yeah, off to the slaughterhouse.
Ooh, I wonder how much that steak is.
I don't think you want to eat Bevo. That's a
too old.
Well, you know how Bevo got his name.
Yes. Oh, yes. Aggies were a bunch of thieves. They stole a cow.
13-0, baby.
There are 4 teams remaining in the College World Series.
I'm all in for Troy.
They're out. They're not
Damn
remaining.
It.
Yeah, you can't
Okay,
be all
West
in for
Virginia.
them. They are your long shots. They are 10-1 to win it.
They sing a song written by a guy from another state.
Country roads, take me home.
But evidently that's a story. Every time they do anything, we have to talk about West Virginia and their song.
I like that song.
I do too.
Makes me feel good. Oklahoma plus 340. I don't want them to win. That's who I'm against.
As always.
Georgia plus 280.
No real huge fan of them either, although they did me a favor yesterday.
And North Carolina minus 110. They are your favorites.
There's something about North Carolina.
I guess I would cheer for North Carolina over the others. I think my order of preference is North Carolina, Georgia, West Virginia, Oklahoma.
I'm West Virginia just because those poor guys, they're just orphans. They don't belong in any. I'm trying to figure out where they belong. They don't belong in the Big 12. They don't really belong in the ACC. They don't really belong in the SEC, but they belong somewhere.
Yeah.
I just don't know where they should be.
I mean, I guess it was supposed to be the Big East, right?
They don't belong in a Big East too. That's a urban. I mean, I guess the best place would probably,
ACC.
This feels like a natural, but they're not ACC types. They're more SEC type, but they just, I don't know. They're orphans. They just don't fit anywhere.
There's a difference between rednecks and hillbillies, and the SEC is pretty redneck,
and they're hillbillies.
They are hillbillies,
and you know, Missouri to some extent falls into that category. Probably a little bit less so.
So does Arkansas.
But Arkansas, I don't know which way to go with them either. I don't know. They're probably a more natural than SEC, but they just feel like they want to be Big 12. If they could choose, they'd be Big 12.
When I say West Virginia basketball, who's the first player that comes to mind for you?
Player?
Yeah.
Well, first, the guy that came to my mind just is logo, Jerry West. But it's that when I picture a guy, I picture that little point guard that was tough as nails. Came out a couple years ago.
It's different than what the first guy I think of is Kevin Pittsnoggle.
Oh,
remember
yeah.
him?
The tattooed sniper, man. That dude could shoot the lights out. That's been 20 years ago.
Kevin Pittsnoggle, who he was like a giant. He looked like a guy that they brought down from the mountains. He's like, damn near 7 feet tall. Got a goatee, and looks like a. It looks like his cousin Jimmy did his tattoos down at the tire shop.
Boy could shoot.
He's now a principal at a middle school in West Virginia.
Does he have all of his teeth?
I doubt it.
It's been a successful
seriously.
career.
I doubt it seriously, but yeah. Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads.
That's
Oh,
my aunt's favorite song.
Is it?
Yeah. She was country. Like Mel Tillis and Patsy Cline.
Rob was talking about how West Virginia is, if you've never driven through West Virginia, don't. It's beautiful country until you come across people. It's the same problems I have with Arkansas. Like, there's a lot to like about Arkansas, except the people who live there.
God didn't give them much, but good country.
Yeah.
They didn't get anything else.
Like, when I was the first time I drove through Arkansas, like, not if you go east-west across Arkansas, like along the highway.
Okay.
What is it, I-20 that goes, or I-30 that goes through like the Panhandle, Oklahoma, and then Arkansas into Memphis. I think it's 30.
That's my route to D.C. That road, yeah.
Arkansas is not much to bat an eye at.
All right.
But you go further south.
If you go
or
north-south through Arkansas, there's some beautiful places in Arkansas. The problem is, like,
the people
that live there. Yeah.
You're gonna have to stop for gas at some point, and it is like a movie, dude. It's like
do they look like
a gas station attendant with a toothpick hanging out of his mouth,
and a banjo and 2 teeth, and
hey,
and he's got overalls with one strap connected.
No shirt underneath,
dude. Right? You wonder where everybody's buying overalls.
You ain't from here.
Overalls never went out of style. They're still everyday attire.
You ain't from here, is ya?
Is ya? They got a piece of wheat coming out of their mouth.
Yeah, that's what West Virginia's like. Like, and I don't think they're like.
We shoot stuff here.
In San Antonio, there's like there's a part of the town where there's wealth, and then there's parts of the town where there's not. There's
I'm familiar with that part.
There's nice parts of town. There's not so nice parts of town. West Virginia,
is it just
there's one
place?
rich guy
there's
per
all
town.
poor people,
and there's one big nice house per every town.
It's all flea bottom,
and that's it.
Yes.
No, there's
and dude, you think flea bottom? I'm talking about like houses. Okay, imagine like one side of your house just fell down. And rather than like call a contractor and have him come fix it, you just bought a bunch of plywood and hammered it up. And
that's something I would do.
And then maybe like painted some bricks on it or something, like, and be like, "Yep, that looks pretty good." That's what it's like in West Virginia. It's a sad place. So maybe I do kind of wish good for them. Maybe they do need some good in their lives.
They need something.
They got something there. All right.
My old boss in Vegas was from Ohio. But he grew up in the part of Ohio that's like he could go outside his house and look across the river to West Virginia.
West Virginia, Kentucky, that line.
And the people in Ohio, like, he even shames his sister because his sister was born in West Virginia.
Yeah.
And, like, you didn't – like, it was embarrassing if you were born on the other side of the river. Like, now imagine being from – like, this guy there – you have to be so proud to be from Ohio, which Ohio ain't great. Trust me. Ohio ain't great. But it's a whole lot – like, you'd much rather tell people, I'm from Ohio than be from West Virginia. You don't – that's a stink you don't want on you is, Although if I'd made anything of myself and I were from that area, I'd be like, I came from the coal mines of West Virginia.
It's a good place to be from. I can tell you that. That's about it.
Yeah, it ain't a good place. Well, unless
not a good place to be, but to be from.
Unless you got to go back for Christmas or something, then it ain't great.
The gas is cheap. And
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Meth, you can find meth on every corner.
Yeah, and if you made it through 8th grade, you're in like the top 10% of education.
You're a top 10 earner. You can be a manager at the local tire shop.
At the Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
All right, I got to tell you guys about Game Day Men's Health. And guys, listen, man, it happens to every guy. Every guy hits a point where you don't feel the same. Something's a little off. Like maybe you're not getting as much out of your sessions in the gym as you used to. Maybe you're just dealing with fatigue, your energy's low, you have a hard time getting out of bed in the morning. That can all come down to testosterone. And at Game Day Men's Health on Alamo Ranch and Wiseman, they understand that it's nothing you did. Sometimes it's just it's a natural thing. And why should we have to feel like we are less of a man just because you're getting a little bit older? It's crazy. Here's what they do. You go in, it's a great vibe to begin with. They start you with a free testosterone test. They do it right there in-house, so you don't have to be passed around to a bunch of different places. They got a lab there in-house, and then you're going to sit down with a licensed provider. They're going to talk to you about all your options. This is what we can do for you. This is when we can do it. This is how we can do it. Boom. And you can get treatment on the spot that same day. And after a month, you'd notice more energy, better mood, boosting your libido, all those things. They also do peptide treatments there. They do weight loss treatments, all kinds of treatments for men. Don't settle. Be the best version of yourself. 830-376-9100. That's 830-376-9100 for Game Day Men's Health, Alamo Ranch.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off Super Paint, Super Deck, and Woodscapes products June 12th through the 22nd. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. it finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Watch every Team USA World Cup match at Social Spot. Enjoy great screens, great food, snacks, ice-cold beer, and the best World Cup atmosphere in San Antonio. Join the party at 930 Broadway. Social Spot and San Antonio Sports Star, your headquarters for the 2026 World Cup watch parties.
San Antonio, we've got pro football right here this spring and summer. The San Antonio Gunslingers play fast, exciting indoor action in the cool Freeman Coliseum. No heat, just great football. Learn more at SanAntonioGunslingers.com and follow us on social media.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
I'd take all those words back, honey. You'd stay. If I could reach the stars, Vic, I'd give them all to you. Oh,
You know,
Cher.
we were talking about people you're surprised are still alive.
Oh, yeah.
Cher?
Cher consistently falls into that category.
She's
replaced Betty White in the. She's still around, huh?
Yeah, she is 80 years old.
So is Clint Eastwood.
That dude, have
Right?
you seen it? 93 or something?
Think
like
about
that.
that. Cher and Donald Trump are the exact same age. They were born less than a month apart. God. And like, honestly, I would probably do sex to Cher today if it came down to it.
me too.
No, that'd be like getting it on with a red witch, man.
I mean, you're right. She would probably steal your youth.
Oh, she would drain you. You'd just be like a skeleton.
Yeah, she would open her mouth
She'd
on,
just-
on your face
like
and
a
just suck it
succubus,
out.
just-
But when you look at her, you're like, man, she looks great for an like. And I've never been like a dude who's attracted to Cher. Like, I don't find her really all that attractive until you say, what about for an 80-year-old? And you go, you know what? That's a hot 80-year-old.
There we go, yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to say hot 80-year-old.
Okay, dude, but I'm just saying.
Unless you're 80 as well. If you're 80, you can say that. You can.
Yeah, she's
but
hot.
It's like the whole Helen Mirren conversation. You're like, you realize.
All I'm saying, if a wizard came down from the mount with a staff and said, Victor Brown, I will make you wealthy and powerful beyond belief on one condition.
Finally.
You can only do sex to women over the age of 80.
Done.
But, like, if that were the condition.
If I was 80.
Well, I mean, what about now? You're at 60.
I don't think so, man.
Really?
I don't know.
But they said, that's your conditions. Like, Cher would be one of the first ones. Like, especially now you've got all this wealth and power.
How old is Madonna? Maybe her
not
too.
80. No way she's 80.
I know she's up there.
Let's see. Madonna is 67. She's not even close.
Oh, not even close.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Let's see. Cher's 8. Dolly Parton would be on the list.
Oh, definitely.
What about Barbara Streisand?
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Jane Fonda?
Again, there's a whole bunch of them.
Dame Judi Dench?
Sigourney Weaver?
She's 80?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
No, I don't think so.
Let's see.
What about Julie Andrews, Mary Poppins?
Maybe.
I'm not even sure when she was my age.
Man, I don't know.
Like Raquel Welch is dead, right? She's dead.
I
We
think
lost
so.
her.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I just think like.
Again,
I'm
age
saying,
appropriate.
I'm
If I was
not
that
looking-
age, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm not looking for.
And I go 5 years either direction.
5?
I go 5 years up. I go 67, 68. I'll go close.
But would you go? I mean, if you were 80, you would go 85.
Maybe. I mean, at that point, I think it's
You'd try to go down, though.
Well, yeah, but the law of diminishing returns.
I like how you said I'd go 5 years up or 5 years down. I think you'd probably go like 5 years up, like 20 years down.
Oh, I'd go a lot further than not kid ourselves.
If your wife died tomorrow and some 35-year-old gal showed up and said, I want to be Mrs. Rob Thompson.
I'm just a couple of push-ups away from 40.
That's right. Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
I'd be that sad old man with a boat.
If I was in a position where all I could choose from, my only pool of candidates was 80 plus.
Cher would be number one.
I think Dolly Parton would be number
one.
one.
I think Dolly Parton might be number one.
Because Dolly Parton's loyal, and I don't think she's been as used up as Cher. Like, I don't want all those Eskimo brothers from Cher. Like, that's too many.
Yeah, there's some.
Same with Madonna. I don't need
there's
that.
There's some dark magic going on.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
I like Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren. Oh, she's very old. What about Sophia Loren?
Yeah, see?
She's 90. Just saying, man.
Man, we get into some Tales of the Crypt stuff, man. We start getting into some situations where the light hits her funny, and you're like, oh, my God. Okay, I just pulled up Smoking Hot over 50.
Oh, over 50? There's a ton.
Up. Yeah, I got to go Smoking Hot over 60. Let's go to that.
What about Goldie Hawn?
Yeah, Goldie Hawn, Liza Minnelli.
Can I have the natural Goldie Hawn?
I mean, you get today's Goldie Hawn.
See, unfortunately, Goldie, like Meg Ryan, went a little too far with the surgeries.
Yeah. What about Debbie Harry?
I haven't seen her lately, but there was a time when I had impure thoughts.
I mean, plus, she was in a band that you probably liked Blondie, right?
There was a time when she was, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, not a lot of these that I would be way into,
Sandy
I guess.
Duncan.
Who's Sandy Duncan?
She was also Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Was she?
Smoking Hot over 60. Michelle Pfeiffer. That's a definite.
Okay.
She is 68. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Marissa Tomei is 61.
Yeah, these are 60s easy.
All right. Jane Seymour at 75.
That's probably a yes.
I think it might be. Helen Mirren at 80. Angela Bassett at 67. Held on well. Monica Bellucci. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do. You know Monica. She is from. What is she from? Under Suspicion. You remember that movie?
Oh, okay. I just saw a picture of her. Yeah, I'm all in. Let's see here. Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, that's the one I was saying.
Well, no,
who's the one that played? Who's the one that played Trinity and Hogarth in? What's her name? Who played the lawyer Hogarth in Daredevil?
Oh,
and who played Trinity in the Matrix? What was her name?
I've seen her recently. She's a little granola.
Yeah, she's a little old, but
you like her?
I do it.
Really? Yeah, I
don't even need liquor.
The gal from she's the lawyer from Jessica Jones. Jerry?
Yes, yeah.
Jerry?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hogarth. Oh, I'm all over that, man.
Well, I can only.
I don't even need liquor.
Carrie Ann Moss is her name.
There we go.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about her.
I would.
First of all, I don't think she's that old.
No.
I think she's like a.
She looks good with short hair, though.
What about Renee Russo?
Renee Russo used to be very hot. Carrie Ann Moss is only 58.
Oh, well, man,
she's too young for Rob, even.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
And she's only 3 years older than me.
Yeah. 50s, please. I'm just saying. I think it's easy to find 50, 60-year-olds. I'm just saying when it gets to 80,
we're starting.
Your pool gets way slendered down, and I'm saying Cher kind of falls into the pool.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, in the 80-year-old pool, yeah.
No doubt. All right.
Would you have
Oprah?
She's not 80.
No, but she's up there.
Man, I would have been way more willing to do sex on Oprah before I had my vasectomy. Now I don't I'd try to get Oprah pregnant.
Daddy?
Yeah, I'd put a baby in Oprah, but I don't know if I want to just do it for funsies. That'd be I don't know. I don't know if I would get much out of that.
Christy Brinkley.
Oh, yeah. How old is she?
Now we're reaching upper echelons.
She's got to be in her 60s.
Yeah, she's in her 60s.
Yeah.
She is, let's see, 72.
Oh, that's older than I thought. Okay. Put her on the list of 70 plus.
She's number one. Number two on this list is Michelle Pfeiffer.
Eartha Kitt.
Jacqueline Smith is doing pretty well, but Charlie's Angel. Oh, Seal Award. Looks fantastic.
You know who's 60 years old now? Cindy Crawford.
Wow.
She was like, when I was 12, she was like the hottest woman in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Your thoughts with Cindy Crawford.
And now she's 60 years old.
Posters of her and Lamborghinis on my bedroom wall.
Oh, man, those were the days.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah, she's up there now, I guess, too. All right, I got to tell you about my my good friends over at SA Metro Health. And, guys, it is Gun Violence Awareness Month, and a reminder that violence prevention is injury prevention. And really it boils down to all you got to do is a couple simple things to be safe with your guns. Simple actions that can help save lives. First of all, keep your guns locked up, secure, and out of reach of children. That seems so basic, but some people are lazy about it. They're like, oh, I'll put it here for now, and I won't. Guys, just lock your guns up. Never leave a gun alone in your vehicle. First of all, apparently now that James Harden, you can get arrested for that. But also, if a criminal sees a gun in your car, he's going to take it, and then he's going to go do other crime with it. You don't want that. And if a conflict arises, take a moment to think. Don't let a split-second decision become a lifetime of regret, and never, ever celebrate with gunfire. We all know it's dangerous, it's illegal, and the bullet's got to come down somewhere. It's a crazy thing to do. This message is brought to you in recognition of Gun Violence Awareness Month. To learn more, visit sa.gov/health. That's sa.gov/health.
The Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot at Loop 410 northbound Bandera Road. They did move this wreck off to the shoulder, still causing about a 20-25 minute delay. Stop and go from 151. Babcock at Callahan, we're still dealing with that rollover accident. 2 lanes closed. 35 northbound at Rittiman, that's a stall off to the shoulder. And roadwork 35 north on the off-ramp to Rittiman, that is still blocked. Definitely slowing down 1604 westbound Judson to 281, I-10 eastbound between Camp Bullis on over to UTSA Boulevard, and 1604 northbound Calabria to Houseman, about 10 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
For a limited time, get a free K5 reverse osmosis drinking water station when you purchase a Connecticut water softener. Clean, great tasting water at your kitchen sink. Hurry before they're gone.
ConnecticutSA.com. Eczema, eczema, eczema. So many ads for eczema products. But those fancy TV ads don't mention that those prescription products can cost thousands of dollars. There's a smarter way. It's Exoderm for eczema and dermatitis. Exoderm costs less than $20. Yep, less than $20. You don't need a prescription, and it's available on the first aid aisle of your local store. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean, hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives or nasty chemicals. Exoderm, fast, effective relief from the itching and inflammation of eczema. This stuff really does work. Take back control. Heal eczema flares with soothing Exoderm Flare Control Cream. It's on the first aid aisle of your local drugstore, supermarket, and at Target and Walmart too. Exoderm for eczema. Now that's smart.
There's enough needless nonsense in the world already. Your phone plan shouldn't add to it. Verizon's new Simplicity plan cuts down on the nonsense in your life. Now there's just one plan, one price. $30 a line per month, even for a single line. And everyone gets our best 5G network. It's a phone plan designed to do exactly what a phone plan is supposed to do. Isn't that a lot simpler? Switch today at Verizon.com or at your nearest store. For new customers, $30 per line includes autopay and switch discount. Additional taxes, fees, and terms apply. Unlimited data is restricted to on-device smartphone usage. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs went down in flames and a bunch of people saw it. It was the most watched NBA final since 1998 when the Bulls and Jazz tangled. Jordan finished up his final title in Chicago. The Spurs-Knicks averaged 26 million viewers and peaked at 33 million in the finals. In the NFL, the Cowboys filled their final available roster spots, signing UFL veteran offensive lineman Chris Glazer. He played 8 games last year for the Columbus Aviators.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi-yo! Good morning, everybody. How are we doing out there? I've got some Spy Kids tickets, the 25th anniversary screening at the Aztec Theater, July 11th. You want to go see it? I've got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. Don't
do that.
Holla if you hear me. 25th anniversary, July 11th. Let's go caller number 8. You'll win a pair of tickets to Spy Kids, 25th anniversary screening at the Aztec Theater. All right, Vic, got a thumbs up? Oh, no answer.
We're searching.
Okay. Yeah, Vic dropped the ball big time today. He's in trouble. I don't want to, throw him under the bus, but he really did blow it with this one.
Screwed the pooch on this one.
It happens to the best of us. All right, I've got some. I got some sound that I wanted to play today. If I can find my clip sheet from, because we haven't talked football really since basketball season ended, which is kind of weird.
Well, it's been 48 hours, but
yeah, it is all over. It's all over. Here it is. Here's my clip sheet. Thank you. Thank you, I say to myself, just for finding it. Like my assistant found it. No, I just moved a piece of paper and I found it myself. Shoddy and George Pickens was a big topic of conversation. And George Pickens is less of a topic of conversation now because George Pickens is in the house. Here's what Shoddy had to say about it.
Yeah, well, I think, number one, say it again, I think what he feels about his brothers in the locker room, the guys, how much he cares about Dak and CD and Quinnen and Kenny Clark and guys like that. I think that's the first part. As you guys know, the OTAs and off-season program is voluntary, and this is the one part of it that's mandatory. And he's not the only player that hasn't been at camps around the league, but I think it just shows his commitment to the guys in that locker room and helping us win a Super Bowl.
Do you? I mean, I agree with him. I always think it's such a nonsensical thing when, particularly like high caliber veterans miss the voluntary workouts, and so it's like
it doesn't matter if there's familiarity.
Okay,
and it's not about there's plenty of time to get routes together and all of that. To me, it's more about a symbolic I'm all in. And I think it's for the fans. I think it's for the other players. Yeah, I don't expect they're not going to do something today in workouts that's going to push them over the top other than you're in, you're here, and we're all looking at the same thing. Now, I will qualify this. This is not training camp, and a lot can happen between now and then.
Yeah.
So, and Pickens, I do trust that he's all in and just wants to have a great year, but who knows who gets in his ear? Who knows what happens with another player or some new contract that comes out? But right now, it seems like very little drama coming out of Dallas.
Also, let me note an exception to that is quarterbacks. I mean, I think if you're the quarterback, you're paid as such, but it's important for you to be at every team function like that. I think those guys, I hold them to a different standard than I hold other positions. But if a high end wide receiver or pass rusher, if he's like, yeah, I don't need to work out with you guys. I'm just going to trust that you're going to show up in shape, and if you don't, then we'll deal with that issue then. But for the most part, George Pickens ain't a rookie. He knows what's expected of him.
And they know their bodies. He knows the offense. Nothing has changed. But this for him in particular, this was symbolic.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm playing forward, and let's go get this thing. You don't need to worry about me.
They asked Shoddy about the conversations with George as he's returned.
More about life, just what he's been up to and some of the things. He's obviously getting settled here in his house and things like that, which is awesome. And some of the trips he's taken, some of his activities that he's taken. He's gotten into golf, which is cool. I love to play golf, so might have to go take his money on the golf course a little bit. But no, we just chopped it up about life, and again, great to catch up and. He's in a really good spot, which, again, his smile is infectious, and when he's around, it's great for us. I say it all the time, the influence that he has, I don't even think he has the understanding of how powerful it is because he loves playing the game so much, and he loves playing the game specifically here with his teammates.
All right. He lights up a room, AJ.
Yeah.
It's just infectious. I just like being around him.
He's like Cinderella. He walks in and everybody says, ooh, George is here.
Just chopping it up, me and the boy.
Everything's a little more excited. There's something about George. That's a new movie coming out. Something about Picky. So they did ask him what are the primary goals for this week for the Dallas Cowboys. What's at the top of the whiteboard that you guys are working on?
Finish the installs, doing the 8-week, off-season program where you do 9 installs and you get a couple review days. I gave up those review days because I thought it was more important, John, to get the rookies on the field at the same time for phase 2 with the vets. So get all the installations through is 1. 2 is, this will be the last chance for the connection piece and the brotherhood piece that we're working on. There'll be officials here for the next couple of days. Ron Tolbert's crew's here. And then we're actually knocking out some league-mandated media meetings that we have to do to lessen the blow when we get out to training camp, just because those first couple of days, the first day specifically of meetings is really long. And so we're going to knock out a few of those mandatory meetings that we have to have.
I hate to cut myself off here and change the topic so fast, but there's something I'm seeing on TV that's just making me so crazy. Can you read that, Chiron?
Where does Brunson rank among New York athletes over the last 50 years?
Is that even like a discussion worth having?
Well,
50 years?
If you're talking about the contribution from the New York Knicks amongst the Jets, the Giants, and the Yanks and the Mets, I think Brunson's in the top 3 that the Knicks would offer. 4, maybe top 4. I mean, obviously
top 4.
Ewing would be there. Willis would be there.
The Knicks.
Pick your Brunson. Well, I'm just saying, you got a limited number of pro athletes. So I think Brunson has played his way into it. But I mean, it's not like other teams have had a lot to offer over the last 50 years. We were just talking about how long it's been since the Yankees have won. The last champion to come out of New York was the Giants.
Yeah, but when you start talking about 50 years, now you're talking about first of all those Yankees team that won every year,
I'm just
like
thinking
the Jeters.
If every team had to offer something, like there are 4 Yankees, there's 4 Giants, there's 4 Jets, there's 4 Knicks. Brunson's in there.
He's
baby.
on the Mount Rushmore of Knicks. But to say in New York athletes in 50 years,
okay, well, seriously, I'm trying to go for it. I mean, obviously we got home run king, and we got 4 or 5 Yankees. Maybe you could go all Yankees.
There's a lot of Yankees. But Eli Manning.
Eli'd be there.
Mark Messier.
I was trying to find a hockey guy, so there's one. But even on that Giants,
even
Super Bowl,
Patrick Ewing is like.
Well, Ewing, I think, reigns supreme because he was the New York athlete apart from your favorite Yankee at the time in the 90s. It was him. Lawrence Taylor certainly going to be on there.
Like
Phil
Thurman
Simms.
Munson and Don Mattingly, even guys who didn't win a whole lot.
Well, Munson probably because he died early, maybe not. But, yeah, but I think Yankees would dominate that list. But if you're talking about
Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden.
I think both of them certainly are in there. I think especially guys like Strawberry, who really didn't have a long, great career, but he had a title, and I think Brunson's going to fall into that. Hey, at least he brought us a title.
I'm just, it just feels like if Jalen Brunson played for
I think you're going to have to start accepting some things, AJ. You're still fighting something that is very apparent to a lot of other people. Like, dude. And he has. I mean, look at what's going on in New York. My God.
I can't wrap my head around the fact that people suddenly think this guy is like
but he's being
a
graded
top 5
up.
NBA player. He's certainly being graded up.
And rightfully so for a very short amount of time. Now, we'll revisit this question in 2 years and say, is he still worthy other than the glory that he brought as part of a team? But right now, I get it.
It feels like, and I was proven right the last time I had this problem. When Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets, and suddenly people were like, are the Jets Super Bowl contenders? I was like, is this a joke? Is it a joke that you would say, are the Jets, like, Aaron Rodgers is not what you think he is.
Well, sadly, we never knew because he got hurt. You know, I'm just saying. I mean, the fact of the matter is he blew it. What was assumed was proven
Trust
afterwards.
Me, we knew.
Well, I mean, again, there is that side that said, well, we never got a chance to find out. And, you know, the Achilles, as much as he got well, he was already hindered. But I'm not going to – I think Brunson belongs on this list.
Wow.
I hate Brunson.
I mean, I think we're all a little close to it
Vic.
on both sides of this. But, dude, look at – and I said it before. Look at the output this cat has put together over the last 3 years. I mean, we can begrudgingly – now you add a title to this? Shoot.
Yeah.
We put the numbers. We got MVP and ring holder. And then all the stuff that he was been doing – with just stats and them losing in playoff games. It changed the narrative for him forever.
And people I've seen again since the title, like I've seen more of the best American NBA player.
Well, he's very much like Eli Manning. He's very much a product of a lot of other things, and he arrived and used his limited skill set to its absolute max. And Eli Manning will always have his the guys that, well, you just happened to be there. You weren't great. I mean, you were good enough. And I think Jalen Brunson was absolutely good enough.
To me, it's more like Joe Namath.
Oh,
and
no.
I wasn't around for Joe Namath, but it feels like
Joe Namath was all that.
Okay.
For a brief shining. Now, injuries ended it, but for 4 or 5 years, all the way from college at Bama into the early pros, he changed the world. He was that good. The injuries just ended it.
But you think if Joe Namath played for the Atlanta Falcons, he would have been that big of a...
Well, I think you talk to anybody that played with him, and they talk about the arm strength. Just get away from all the glitz and glamour. This dude threw the ball like nobody they'd ever seen. From Alabama, Bear Bryant changed his offense, went and got a dude and let him stay around even after he broke team rules because he was that freaking good. And then he goes to New York, a terrible team on a sideways league. And I think that injuries kind of hampered what was destined to be one of those careers that above and beyond just the hype was going to be extraordinary.
I don't know why I can't wrap my head around this guy.
I don't know either. I don't know why you will not begrudgingly give him the limited credit that he's due, because he does deserve more than most very good players a lot of credit for just doing it.
Yeah, listen, I guess I'll take my L.
But I think I think the comparison to Eli Manning is appropriate because everybody always looked at Eli kind of sideways, like, yeah, you know. Yeah, you beat New England,
but you know what?
Super Bowls,
The difference was Eli when they drafted him, or when they traded on draft day for him. Like, Eli was looked as the savior of a franchise. Eli was looked at the way Patrick Ewing was looked at by the Knicks. Quite frankly,
in hindsight, if you ask Dolan and you ask, I don't know the GM's name that made the deal for Brunson. I don't know if it's the same dude. I think it is. It was the intent that he was the franchise change. The deal was made to do exactly what it did. Now, they'll say that now. I think everybody who saw that trade felt like, well, I mean, that's a bold move, Cotton. That Maverick team traded away 3 league MVPs or 3 conference MVP or finals MVPs, or at least 2 of them. So we don't know if it was Dallas or you, but you made the right decision. I just think that Brunson has now achieved that because of where he is. Obviously, that matters. Yeah. But the output's there, man. You won the big one. The numbers have been there consistently. And on the same token, you weren't a superstar gifted athlete. You weren't the fastest 40 runner, the 6'5" dude.
He's the little engine that
you were just good enough, and that mattered.
And there is something to it. Like I know it's funny because normally I like I say I like those stories, but I maybe I don't, because I am a snob about sports. Like I expect the biggest, strongest, fastest athletes to win. You know, like
he's overcome that. So I do think we need to revisit.
Like I'm not a Doug Flutie guy. Like you know.
Well, if Doug had ever put a ring on, then we'd go wow. But I do think the Jalen Brunson story isn't done, but I do think he's put himself in a place that he'll never fall off the pantheon of greats. But I don't think in 5 years, when we look back on the history of the league, the story of Brunson will be good. If he maintains this and does it again, then we're going to talk something extraordinary.
I will say I think that the Knicks deserve a lot of credit for being willing to pay what at the time felt like they were going to overpay for. Like the Mavericks were like, no, I'm not interested. And the Knicks said, we'll pay you that. And they did.
And then he took less. Remember, he took about $100 million less. So there is the legend of he was willing to sacrifice, knowing full well that his limitations were there, and he accepted that.
I think he took what the best that was offered to him.
No, I think the legend will be that he took a lot less money over time to allow Anunoby to stay, to get the Bridges, to keep Hart. I do think that there's a storyline, whether how true it is or not.
That may be the case after, like maybe I don't know.
He did renegotiate.
Okay, but when he first went in free agency,
yes.
Like the thought was that nobody was willing to pay him that except for the Knicks, so that's where he went. Which again,
and Leon Rose can say, by the way, to look him up, I didn't remember his name. I knew it all along.
Well, yeah,
I mean that's what he'll say. Now, fact is, everybody in the world douded you,
but I mean he got it right. He got it right. Yeah, I just have I don't know. I have a hard time wrapping my head around it. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Just cleared a couple of our trouble spots on 281 northbound at Josephine. That stall is gone. And that vehicle fire's been completely clear now. 281 southbound approaching 410. Now, we're definitely slowing down. 1604 northbound, Calabria over to Houseman. 1604 westbound, Judson to 281. And I-10 eastbound, Camp Bullis to UTSA Boulevard. Little bit of a delay. And Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Oh, Ben Tyrod, what are you going to do?
I'm way ahead of you. I'll be on RockAuto.com before you can even finish this commercial.
He's right. RockAuto.com. Parts when you need them.
All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto.
I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer, paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. What are you waiting for? We want to buy your car right now. Find out why. Thousands of satisfied customers across the United States put more money in their pocket by going to GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, low energy, low sex drive, low motivation. 100% of them can get it all back and feel like themselves again at Synergenics, whose providers are experts in hormone health. They work to tailor their TRT plans to make sure levels are where they need to be so every patient can feel great, look great, and live their best lives. They accept most insurance plans. Get your energy, focus, and drive back by booking your free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. That's Synergenics.com.
Looking for your new favorite spot in Stone Oak? Head to Doghouse Beer Garden for the best gourmet all-beef hot dogs, handcrafted sausages, and premium smash burgers, all on grilled King's Hawaiian rolls. And check out their brand new menu. Watch all the games at Doghouse Beer Garden, Stone Oak. It's a full-service bar and grill with 24 rotating craft beers on draft, plus wine and signature cocktails. Open late for summer at Stone Oak Parkway in 281. See for yourself why this is where being in the Doghouse is fun. The Doghouse Beer Garden in Stone Oak.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Soccer's biggest event in the world is here, and Twin Peaks has the best seats in the house for your favorite matchups, paired with daily goal-worthy specials. With 4-area Twin Peaks location, Twin Peaks is your home for the world's biggest soccer event. Eats, drinks, and scenic views.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update, sponsored by Henkel, official partner of U.S. Soccer. Boy, the superstars came to play yesterday. Lionel Messi became the oldest player to register a World Cup hat-trick. The soon-to-be 39-year-old led defending champ Argentina to a 3-0 win over Algeria in Group J. Messi's 16 World Cup goals tie him with Miroslav Klose of Germany for the all-time record. Argentina will now take on Austria, who beat Jordan 3-1. In Group I, Kylian Mbappe scored twice in France's win over Senegal. His 14 World Cup goals leave him tied for third most. Also 2 goals for Norway's Erling Haaland in his World Cup debut in a win over Iraq. And more star power today, Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal kick things off against Congo at 1 Eastern in Group K. With this 2026 World Soccer Update, I'm Brad Heller, Westwood One Sports.
Gear up for the games this summer. Henkel's Summer of Soccer Sweepstakes is giving fans the chance to win the new 2026 U.S. Men's National Team jersey and U.S. Soccer Store gift cards. Everything you need to show up and support the home team, so don't miss out. No purchase necessary. Starts May 16th and ends June 15th, 2026. Must be 18 and a resident of the contiguous United States. Visit HenkelSoccerSweeps.com for official rules. Sponsored by Henkel. Henkel, proud partner of U.S. Soccer.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker, so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Hey-o! Good morning, everybody. I got to look this up. I don't believe that.
It's total points, total assists, 21-22. Trae Young led the league in total points and assists.
Okay.
No respect.
Okay, so I thought you meant like he won the scoring title and led the...
He averaged 28, almost 29, and had almost 10 assists in 21-22. And it's just numbers, just stats. That's all it is.
Well, yeah. That's a Jokic MVP year, right?
22, yeah.
Yeah. So the scoring title that year was Embiid. Because I remember the kerfuffle of who should be the MVP, right. Embiid or Joker. But yeah, total. So you're talking about like not on a per game basis, but like.
Yeah, he played.
Okay.
He played more games, just didn't score as many points per game, but total points.
And you know what? It's the same thing I would have said about Brunson before this season. Like,
I think a lot of people put those two in the same category. Lots of meaningless stats.
You know, I'll put it in a local perspective, local-ish. Trae Young is like Craig Biggio. Like,
I think that's a very appropriate comparison.
It's piling up a bunch of singles, and by the end of it, you go, "Wow, that's a lot of hits." And none of them meant much.
We're trying to figure out why a guy like Brunson isn't more of a hero because of
more.
Well, I mean, up until this point, but even now we're degrading him. Even now,
only
league
I
MVP.
am.
But others still, I do think, in the back of their minds, go, "Yeah, but there's still, but the Spurs led the thing 70% of the time and collapsed. Yeah, but and if you'd have lost this thing, we'd have thought of you just as a little bit better, Trae Young. Lots of numbers, but really no output." But then I go, well, was Iverson universally loved?
Pretty much.
But he was more about culture. But he didn't have a ring.
No.
And you look at, he had an MVP, and then you go, well, what other little dudes? Like if Muggsy Bogues or Spud Webb would have just done what Brunson did, these guys would be cultural icons. I mean, we would love him no matter who you were a fan of.
Well, when you talk about little guys, the first guy that comes to mind is Steph Curry.
Well, but Steph's game was different.
Yeah,
Steph,
he had a little guy game.
He stepped out and started shooting threes. Where I'm talking about guys that lived in the paint like Brunson does, that made their bones in being a little dude. And like Tiny Archibald led the league in scoring and assists, truly led the league in both. And he's just, we don't elevate him like that.
You know what? I can admit that I am probably lower on Brunson at this point than I should be. Like I should respect it more, but it's one of those things where like I see somebody do something and I go, that's not repeatable.
That's what I'm also saying. Let's see this in the fullness of time. But I do think if we bracket the last 3 years, I think Brunson, by the numbers and by the output, deservedly should be considered one of the greats. But I do think there's a fullness of time that needs to come through this, because we do know that despite as good as he is, there are some limitations. He shot a whole lot of shots to get all those points, and had a lot of guys hit some miracles to get him where he is. Now, there's something to that. He is the point guard. So, but yeah, I think he deserves as much as he's getting. But let's reevaluate here in a couple of years.
Like Edwin came in and was like, "Who do you think should be ahead of Brunson on the New York list?" And I was like who should be at the top of it? I said Derek Jeter's it's the easy answer.
I think baseball would be all of them if we had just chose baseball, just chose the preeminent names in New York City sports over the last 50 years.
And he said, and Edwin said, a lot of people think Derek Jeter's overrated. And I'm like,
they don't wear pinstripes.
How?
Well, that's just jealousy.
He's got 5 World Series rings and then all the stats to back it up.
But the irony here is that Brunson has now surpassed the 2 guys that have owned this city for the last 30 years, and that's Pat Ewing, who legitimately, he is the biggest still,
No,
I think, the guy that is still Mr. Nick in my mind.
To me, this is what it boiled down to, Rob. Because with the Yankees, everybody's always looking for who's going to be the next Babe Ruth. Okay, well, who's going to be the next Joe DiMaggio? Okay, who's going to be the next Mickey Mantle then? Okay, who's going to be the next Derek Jeter? And that's like the bar is set so ridiculously high because all these guys were winners. They all
all got rings.
They're all legends. With the Knicks, it was like, okay, who's going to be the guy? Just period.
Well,
just somebody
you didn't have to get a ring. You just had to be successful for some years. That's why the fact that they're still rolling out Willis Reed, that's still some. That'd be like the Spurs talking about Gervin still. Like, well, is he going to be? That's so long ago.
But if the championship era of the Spurs had never happened, we would still be talking about George Gervin.
Well, we'd be rolling out Gervin, and we go, my God, how desperate are you? So it doesn't take much.
I guess that's what the Knicks are
to jump in. Well, that's why Brunson didn't have to do much to jump in there, because the fact of the matter is the 2 biggest Knicks over the last 50 years have never won anything. Carmelo Anthony. I would even throw Amari Stoudemire owned New York for a couple of years. He was the biggest sports name in town and never sniffed a ring. And Carmelo the same way, never even sniffed it. So they were preeminent. So it didn't take much to leapfrog him. But I do think over time he'll come back to the Pat Ewing. I mean, I think Pat still is Mr. Nick and will be always thought of as that poor guy who didn't get the ring.
The Ayatollah of Crapola says Babe Ruth. The discussion was about the last 50 years.
Of course,
so,
Babe
supreme. Yeah, Babe is the the
others,
all-time
Mickey
king.
And all those other guys that, of course, there's lots of
the idea of comparing Jalen Brunson to like Mickey Mantle or Babe Ruth is absurd.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, again, it's probably my.
It is, man. You're gonna have to just let it go.
Yeah, I guess I've got to. I'm gonna have to let some of it go, but.
Because Knick fan will never let it go.
No, he's gone down, and maybe that's also, if I were in New York, maybe I'd feel it.
Oh, I guarantee you. And that's 33 million strong of the New York, the disgruntled Knick fan that has spread about our country. Jalen Brunson is now the guy.
But like as an outsider, I'm like, okay, I get it. He scores a lot of points.
That's what Maverick fan thinks.
They're probably frustrated.
Yeah, like, well, he's good, but he ain't that good.
But you know what? Instead of Jalen Brunson, the Mavericks have Kyrie Irving, and I know Kyrie Irving's been hurt, but I promise you, Kyrie Irving is going to go down in history as a much better player than Jalen Brunson because he is a much better player in the grand scheme of the NBA. When the history of the NBA is written, Kyrie Irving is on a different tier than Jalen Brunson will ever be.
Well, I think it might be true for those that watched them both play. But I do think there will come a time when you just comparing stats and rings and you go, they seem like the same player to me.
But that's what I'm saying. It's because you get caught up in a moment, and now suddenly it's like, I can't imagine ever seeing both these guys play and going, oh yeah, Jalen Brunson's just as good as Kyrie Irving. It's absurd.
But if it's just looking at numbers on a page, they're going to be real close to each other, and the most important part will be they both got rings. You know what I mean?
And I think there's probably a good portion of Mavericks fans who thought that paying Brunson what he was asking was maybe not what they wanted to do.
It was crazy. He didn't. I wouldn't have paid him either. I really wouldn't.
So I mean, I certainly wouldn't have. If I were a GM, I would have been like, no, somebody else can have that problem. That's like Trae Young. I would have been somebody else have Trae Young. You good luck with that.
Eat those numbers. Enjoy that.
That's how I always felt about John Wall. I'm like, you know what, John Wall, man, that dude puts up some numbers. Yeah, cool. Let him do it for some other team. I don't want him doing that for my team because that's never going to work.
Those 8 games that he played, he was really good.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll see what's going on in Hollywood. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits 2, and then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
The world's biggest soccer showdown is here, and Novo Brewery is San Antonio's ultimate place to watch. Over 80 feet of massive LED screens, craft beer, hard kombucha on tap, and a food menu built for the moment. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall and at novobrew.com.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Watch every Team USA World Cup match at Social Spot. Enjoy great screens, great food, snacks, ice-cold beer, and the best World Cup atmosphere in San Antonio. Join the party at 930 Broadway. Social Spot in San Antonio Sports Star, your headquarters for the 2026 World Cup watch parties.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
This is Joel Frederick. From all of us at Quarterman, thank you. Through the years and through the growth of this city, you've trusted us to be there when it matters most. For plumbing repairs, air conditioning repairs, new system installs, and so much more. Now, you're going to start seeing a new Quarterman logo. It's a fresh look, but it reflects the same company we've always been. Rooted in hard work, family values, fair pricing, and caring for people the right way. Quartermoon Plumbing, AC, and Heating. 210-651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Michelle here. Look, in sports, the best teams know when to make their move. Sherwin-Williams is making theirs with 30% off Super Paint, Super Deck, and Woodscapes products, June 12th through the 22nd. You know, I'm looking at these studio walls. I'm thinking I wouldn't mind a little more red in here. Just get that Cardinal spirit going. Yeah, I like that. Order online, get everything delivered right to your door, or swing by your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Mandatory minicamps run through Thursday, and franchise tag wide receiver George Pickens was in attendance. He was asked about training camp, and he said he won't hold out this season and plans to play on the tag. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice was released after serving his 30-day jail sentence for violating probation in his car crash last season in Dallas. And finally, tough news in Austin. The Texas Longhorns were eliminated from Omaha as they fell 2-0 to the Georgia Bulldogs.
Let's go!
Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, Vic. So you got an engineer type in there, huh?
Yeah.
You gonna come fix this computer?
No, that's not on the list.
You got to put in a ticket.
That's not on the list.
Have you put in a ticket?
I did. I got put on an email thread, but nothing's changed. I'm trying to think, but nothing's happening.
Hold on, look. I bet you anything if I grab the laptop, move it to a closer position, then maybe it'll keep it.
I don't know. Here's an idea. Why don't we move the Wi-Fi hub closer to the studio that needs it?
Nah, we can't do that.
The thing is, it's only your computer that's having trouble.
Yeah. I know. That makes me think it's a hardware problem.
Yeah, like Rob's laptop is fine. The TV's fine.
No, the TV isn't fine. The TV shuts off half the time, too.
Yeah.
Slow down with fine.
Well,
Okay,
around here.
the TV's okay.
If you work more than 30% of the time, you're working out pretty well.
Yeah. You're a workhorse. And basically, the expectation here is Joel Embiid. Like, yeah, you show up, I don't know, around 30 times a year. If it works, it's pretty good.
Well, the guy that spends more hours in this building than the air conditioner repairman.
Every day around this time, we like to see what's going on in Hollywood. The Jelly Roll divorce was a big deal yesterday. Now Jelly Roll's daughter has a very strong opinion about the attention all her dad's divorce is getting.
But this isn't the daughter of the wife.
No, this is not Bunny's daughter. This is Bailey Ann. She wrote in a TikTok on Tuesday. She said, what does FKN spell? I don't know what that spells. It says it's crazy. People are so invested and she told people, worry about your house, not mine. I'm not speaking on it yet. She's disgusted at how invested everyone is in a very clearly private family manner. You know, when your dad proposes to his wife on a stage, and then they get married in Vegas, and then they're all all in the tabloids, and then you're like, oh, this is great, my dad's famous, blah, blah, blah. Then he gets divorced. Guess what? That comes with the territory, honey.
I probably would lay money that the story was released by their people, by their PR staff.
I would guess so. I'm
glad that we care.
Bailey Ann, very upset about it. Corey Feldman had a medical emergency on a flight from Chicago to L.A. on Monday and was met by paramedics who rushed him to the hospital.
Yeah, when I first heard this, I thought, oh, no. But it seems to be a legit medical emergency. They just can't figure out what it was.
Well, they thought it was pancreatitis or gallstones. But it turns out, nope, it was just food poisoning. Corey, he was vomiting and pooping all over the airplane.
Have you seen, this guy's just legitimately not all there.
It's sad.
It was taken out. It was raped out of him, evidently.
That's what it
appears that he was raped as a child.
That's what it sounds like. I feel bad for him.
That poor kid. He's not even a kid anymore. He's in his 50s, right?
I mean, yeah, he's got to be because I'm
still dressing up like Michael Jackson and doing.
Yeah, he's still wearing the same jacket that he wore when he was like a child star.
He's crazy, man.
He really is, but also like he's lived one of those lives that like.
Yeah, you didn't want his life. You didn't want to have to live his life.
He's 54 years old.
And lived 100. He lived 100 years.
54. And yeah, things aren't.
You know what? I believe all the stuff he's saying. He just turned out that system took advantage of him.
Yeah, I'd probably say he
has all the he has all the symptoms of someone who's been trafficked.
Yeah, I do feel bad for him, but also, you know,
when you've lived the kind of life that when you hear you had some sort of medical issue on an airplane, the first thought is OD.
That's
everybody like, what do you take?
Well, remember the other day we talked about what were we talking about? That was like it hit a record number. It was Elon Musk hit the $1 trillion mark. The first ever 500 million subscribers on YouTube mark has been hit.
Okay. Bad Bunny?
No. Jimmy Donaldson.
I don't even know who that is.
Mr. Beast.
Oh, all right.
You know what? I had a cat named Mr. Beast like 20-something years ago.
And he got this big by doing good deeds, right? I mean, he does good stuff.
I think so, yeah. I don't really follow Mr. Beast.
Me either. It's not part of my lexicon. But you have to, like, hustle for it. But you can win a lot of money. He puts together weird contests.
Yes.
All right.
But he hit the 500 million subscribers on YouTube mark, which is pretty incredible. I'm not going to lie, yeah. And he live streamed the moment on his channel. Over 600,000 people were watching the stream where he hit 500 million.
Well, I'm going to make +1.
Yeah, I don't.
500 million and 1.
You know what? I don't subscribe to anybody on YouTube. I don't.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to one of the socials. Okay.
No, he doesn't care about that. He wants you to see him on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
He says, I shouldn't have 500 million subscribers. I shouldn't. I didn't grow up with much. Both my parents were in the military. We ended up going bankrupt back in 2008 in the financial crisis. When I started this channel, I couldn't afford equipment. I would have to save up money from my AdSense to buy a microphone or computer. I really shouldn't be where I am today. Says, I grew up in a very small town. I found what I loved at a really young age. I found YouTube at age 11, and I gave it my all. I woke up every day and asked myself, how can I make the best videos possible? I just want to take this moment to inspire some of you, because if you don't like the position you're in, hopefully this could give you the fire to try something out. It was a lot of work to get to this point. They say it takes 10,000 hours to master something. I think that's too little. I think it takes 100,000 hours to master something, and I'm probably like 60 to 70,000 hours deep on making YouTube videos. Go chase your dreams, and you can do it. I'm grateful for every single one of you that subscribe to this channel.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Aspire to higher things than influencer.
It's a pretty good life if you can get it.
Yeah. There's maybe 4 or 5 that actually have turned it into something.
I saw another thing that happened. This gal who was a food influencer in Australia was so committed to doing a home birth with no medical attention. Like I don't want any doctors. I don't want any medical help to have this birth. And her husband was like, okay, I'll go along with it. And she's like, no matter what happens, we're going to do this at home. Medical tried to step in twice. She sent them away both times. And then finally her husband was like, all right, I got to break the rule here. I got to take you to the hospital. He took her to the hospital. She died. Like, there's some advances we've made. Like, I know, yeah. Back at Little House on the Prairie, they did home births. They didn't need doctors and, they didn't need shots. Well, we've advanced as a society.
Dude, anybody who's been in the room knows you need to be in a hospital.
Yes.
There's a lot going on.
You don't need to, why? It's not like the people who popped out in the 1800s were better for it. Most of those people died at 40.
Half of them died at birth.
Yeah, who needs that? All right, Vic's telling me to go to break. We got one more segment. It's the morning lines, the daily lines, excuse me. It's the morning huddle on 94.1.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on the Blitz, it is day 2 of the Cowboys minicamp in Frisco. We'll hear from some of the players. And is Wemby the face of the NBA already? Or does he have a ways to go? We'll discuss. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. It's a fruity candy flavor explosion, and I mean explosion. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, a zero sugar treat that's sweet tooth approved. These can take care of my candy cravings and provides a tasty caffeine kick without all the sugar. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Get candy flavored chaos with Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Hi, how can I help? Well, my husband and I feel like we've outgrown our current money manager. I see. Our lives have changed, and we need something more than just mutual funds to help us in retirement.
She's right.
I hear that often. At Fisher Investments, we'd start by getting to know you, your finances, family, health, lifestyle. We tailor a portfolio around your goals and needs.
Sounds good.
Can you help with estate planning? Yes. We have a team of specialists who can help you with estate planning, Social Security, investment income, and more. We'll get to know your whole financial picture and help keep you on the path to a comfortable retirement.
And your fees?
We have a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of the value of your portfolio. So we do better when you do better. I feel better already. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Summer's hottest deals are officially here at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a $369 a month lease payment on a 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom. Right now, 0% APR for 60 months on any 2026 Silverado 1500. Or get 2.9% financing on the 2026 Traverse or Trax LT. Together, let's drive. North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes from Loop 410 in Castroville.
Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
BritBox has the best of British TV, period.
Let's get started.
The best mystery, period.
I like a good detective story.
The best romance, period.
This is the book that will open the heart of Miss Mary Bennet.
The best drama, period.
Welcome to the grown-up world.
Stream the best British period dramas, including The Lady, inspired by a true story of murder and scandal, and from the world of Jane Austen, the other Bennet sister, only on BritBox. Start your free trial at BritBox.com.
June 15th through the 21st, Men's Health Week, and this is the time to focus on health and well-being of men in our community. When men are supported with connection, education, and help, they seek care, they stay engaged, and they live longer, healthier lives. Stronger connections lead to stronger health outcomes, especially for men. Visit sa.gov/health to learn more. And remember, there's no shame in men reaching out for help.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hey, Man, we're running out of time. I guess let's hit it, Vic.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
College World Series today. North Carolina, West Virginia. North Carolina minus 165 favorite. Oklahoma and Georgia. Georgia a minus 210 favorite in that one. In the World Cup, we got a few games today. Portugal at the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Otherwise known as COD.
The DRC.
I have COD.
Oh, do you? Congo? I don't know. Well, what do I know? Portugal minus 380. Congo plus 1,200. A draw plus 475. England and Croatia.
Harry Kane.
England minus 145. Croatia plus 425. Draw plus 275. Ghana at Panama. Ghana plus 135. Plus 225 for Panama. Plus 220 for the draw. And Uzbekistan against Colombia. Uzbekistan plus 850. Colombia minus 270. The draw plus 390. I do have some odds for the next team for Giannis, because it seems like within the next week, expect to be Giannis be dealt. The favorite, Miami at plus 125. Second favorite, the Celtics, plus 150.
Stay in the East, man.
Orlando 5-1. Cleveland 10-1. The only Western Conference team in the top 6, the Minnesota Timberwolves, 14-1.
I do
pairing Giannis with Anthony Edwards is a scary proposition.
I do think that we should not discount Minnesota's wherewithal to go do this. If I'm them, I'm all in. Everybody to the right, Edwards. You just take your pick and your draft picks. You can take them all.
Golden State's 33-1.
Not gonna happen.
I would try to figure out a way,
but it's just not.
I don't think so either. Spurs listed at 33-1 as well. All right, friends, that does it for us. I'll come back and do the show tomorrow.
I'll see y'all next week.
Rob's got to go stay in a yurt,
luxury yurt,
fancy pants, and we'll try and give you a good Friday show tomorrow, even though it's Thursday. It's Friday for us. That's all that matters. Blitz comes up at 2. We'll see you later.